The Supernatural Dogshit podcast is controversial and confrontational and may cause offense to some. Listener discretion is advised.
Good evening, one. Good evening, all, and welcome to the Supernatural Dogshit podcast. Hi, lads.
Hi, how's everybody?
Not too bad. I was actually frightened that the mics weren't going to work there. Did you test them beforehand?
Nope.
No, yeah, just run in blind.
We were just setting shit up to beat the band there a few minutes ago with our lovely new interns.
We have new interns, but we can't see the interns because
Not just yet.
We locked them up.
Yeah, there will be a camera in the control room.
There will be a camera in the control room, so we can say, oh, in the control room tonight we have Ash or we have Anto.
Yeah, would they like to dedemonstrate our dual cameras? Would they take that cue?
So Anto, if you can hear us, you can demo the dual cameras
for the crack.
We don't know what's
here
happening.
now in stereo vision.
Does it look good in there, lads? Yeah.
We can't even hear a thing.
I can't hear them.
No.
Hold on, you two talk.
So, we got Aiden, we got Richie, we got Pierce. We have a studio. It's coming together.
It's coming together quick and fast, to be honest
Quick
with
and
you
fast,
now.
yeah.
I can't believe that the whole place is painted.
Yeah.
Like,
3 weeks and it's finished.
but like that painting was done in like today.
Today.
It's
We
amazing.
put up the wall the other night.
I don't like the new intern. She wouldn't come out and take my part. I asked her.
You're trying to retire already?
We'll get one of them out in a bit.
Yeah, I said to Ash, go on, sit in my chair. Go on, just do my job, please. Please. Not in the humour of being here tonight.
Yeah, but look, we're here. We have to keep doing it.
No, I lie. I am in the humour for you guys, for the listeners and the viewers and that. You two talk away because I need to roll a cigarette. This is the first time I've sat down all day without doing anything other than work.
You're pretty
That
not
makes
out
a
of breath.
change.
No, I'm actually not out of breath.
A shout out to Daniela Lindsay tonight. She came in, did a ton of painting, and brought us a slab.
Whose is this?
That's your one.
This is sponsored by Red Bull now.
Oh, yeah.
Sponsored by Red Bull now.
And she also got us nice cups, and she's in there now painting. Daniela, do you want to come in and say hello? No, thanks. For those who haven't met Daniela Lindsay, we could bring her on and show the people. This is Miss Lindsay from Lindsay's Takeaway. Not Lingy's, as everybody keeps calling it. Lindsay's Takeaway.
Look, you tell that to a pisshead at 1 in the morning on a Friday night.
I've said it. So, lads, how are you all?
Pretty good. Crazy week.
Doing well.
I'm forgetting the format of the show. It's been so long since we've done a goddamn format.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, like we're going to bring back in structure.
Oh, we have to.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
without the structure, it's just...
Well, it's just fucking three lads in a room, like.
That's
Yeah.
all it is.
Yeah.
But in fairness, 3 lads in a room.
You get 3 worse lads.
You could get 3 worse lads.
Yeah.
You could get Nathan. He's listening tonight. By the way.
Hi, Nathan. Thanks
yeah.
for putting us in a spin for weeks on end.
For weeks, months.
Yeah, months.
Yeah. It has been months since we got fired out the other place.
Yeah, the brightest flame burns quickest.
It does. Also,
Better to burn out than fade away.
we've had many people come and go. We just hope now at this stage that Ash and Anto doesn't run out the door when they figure out quite quickly.
Yeah.
It's work. It's not a case of, you have to show up. You have to be here.
Yeah, including you.
I have a terrible track record for that, like I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, but-
Well, I try and give you at least a few hours notice.
Yeah, but see, you have a job. That's important. You're healing the world, whatever it is that you do.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
You're
yeah.
not healing the world. You're
One
getting
pill
people
at a time. One pill at a time.
one pill at a time. One pill, one person. Gosh, we've nothing to do or talk about tonight.
Did anything happen to you
So
during the
much.
week?
Oh, no, not really. No.
Did anything happen to you?
Well, do you remember how I wasn't able to make it on Tuesday because I was doing a shitload of maths?
Saving the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I printed it out today and it was that thick.
Bible thick.
What was it you doing?
I was doing calculations on experiments run and it just like.
How did it work out for you?
Oh, it wasn't my it was not my data. I'm just processing it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
class. It's just like I'm not involved in it at all. I was like, these are the numbers. I don't care.
So when
Numbers don't lie.
When he says he's processing it, you mean the computer's processing it?
No, as in like you get like a printout from a thing and you have to take the numbers off it and like run it through statistical software in order to determine like different things.
You know, on a TV show, like, run the numbers.
He just said there 2 seconds ago, oh, it's class. That doesn't sound class.
I know, but
statistical analysis.
It's nice. It's nice. It's just work I like. Okay, leave me alone. I'm a nerd.
But you were doing that in the workplace, or were you
Yeah.
doing it in at home?
No,
Can you do that
doing
stuff
it-
at home?
I could, but I prefer going into work because then I can leave work and go home.
Yeah, this is true. The only problem with working from at home, you can nip out whenever you want for a cigarette or crack one out if you like. Well, I mean, I've done that in the workplace too.
To be fair, if you work from home, you can technically smoke at work. Like, it's one of the few benefits of it.
What's the oddest place you've masturbated? We know where Richie's is. You told this story.
The
ages
airplane.
ago. Was it the airplane?
I think it was the airplane.
I can't remember.
You didn't ask me what happened to me this week.
No, I don't want to know.
Richie, what happened to you this
Are
week?
you going to fill up like 20 minutes of air? Yeah. Go for it.
I was
roll a
leaving
cigarette.
Tesco's car park on Saturday,
Okay.
and some guy tried to ram into my car.
Oh.
Yeah, so I whipped up the handbrake, came out with the "What the fuck's going on" arms.
Yeah.
And
Dressed like that?
yes,
I was expecting you to be swinging a bottle of vodka.
and straight up to the driver's door. Man was there, literally foaming at the mouth, with his 2 middle fingers pressed against his window. And I was like, wind down the fucking window. I was like, what's your problem? So I said, right, pulled up the mask, stood right back to the curb. I said, we'll socially distance. Pull down the fucking window and tell me what your problem is. And he wouldn't. And then I turned around, gave him the finger, turned around. And as I turned around, he'd reversed back into the car waiting behind him to get out. And then spun his wheels and came at me. And in his excitement, mounted the curb and stalled it. So I got in my car and I got the fuck out of there.
Oh, yeah. He's
But there were
not
still
hassle,
4
like.
cars ahead of me. I don't know why he was trying to aggressively accelerate out of Tesco's when there was a queue of cars. Like, there's 5 cars ahead of him, including me. So we get to the exit to Tesco's, and just as I'm about to come out, he starts nudging the back of my car.
What?
Yeah, so I drive on.
Sorry, you never told me that bit.
Yeah, and he nudged into me. And
So
then
he actually tipped your car?
yeah, very gently, but very it's aggressive.
Yeah, it's highly aggressive.
Is
like,
that not
it's tipping cars?
assault?
No, it's not assault.
No, but technically,
There was no damage to my car
Doesn't matter.
because I looked at it with the guard. I mean, let me finish the story.
Oh, go on, fuck you.
So then he started driving up and
Asshole.
lunging at me, going down the green road towards the Fair Green.
Yeah.
So I pulled in a Fair Green and hopped out again and was like, what the fuck? And then he didn't have time to swerve in at me. So he kept driving and I drove behind him, whipped out the phone, made a quick video, just say what happened, got his reg in it. And with that, he went around the roundabout and was back behind me again. And at the same shenanigans up at the bridge, at the lights of the bridge, nudging into me. So I indicated left to go up Mary Street as I come down Pierce Street.
Did you go right? Giving a fucking 1-2?
No. Went up towards the guard station. I
Okay.
went straight to the fucking guards. Because I'd love to pull him out and beat the head of him.
Yeah.
But then I get in trouble. And he probably won't. And he can play
True.
the victim card. And I go to court and there's a whole mess of shit.
Yeah.
So went to the guard station. Went in. Chat to the guard. Got me details taken. Was explaining it to him. The guard was a bit wary now with me.
Oh, yeah, of course, because
He
look
thought-
at you like.
He said, no, but he'd said to me, are you just getting down here to get your side of the story in first? Which I was like, yeah. And with that, we were both walking out the station, just
Yeah.
going up to show him, like, he'd like marked the dirt on my bumper, but he hadn't left a paid transfer.
Right. Pity.
And as we came out, he was up at my car. And he seen me and the guard, got in his car and peeled out of there. And the guard goes, right, I believe his side of the story now. And believe your side of the story now. He came up to check, did you actually come in?
Yeah.
He said, this is quite common. So I said bye to the guard, got in my car, went down to Super Value.
What do you mean it's quite common? Is this a thing that they get happening often?
In the lockdown, people just losing their fucking minds, man.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
So I went to Super Value and was parked up at Super Value, and there he's pulled across from me, but he's got somebody else in the car now and he's pointing at me. Whip out the phone again, quick video, straight back up to the Garda station. Left the Garda station, went to Rochfort's, was chatting to Anto, left Rochfort's, and there the cunt was again, parked up beside me. Quick picture, back in my car, back to the station. They're like, right, we'll sort it out now, and 2 of them left in a squad car.
Nice one.
Yeah.
But what did you say to the guard?
What?
You said something to the guard. Come on. If you don't take care of it, I will have to.
No, I said I'd like to.
You told the guard you wanted to beat the shit out of you.
I told him exactly
You
how
told
I
them
felt.
if they weren't going to do something about it, you were.
Yeah.
In no uncertain
I was
terms.
my feathers were ruffled. I was my cage got rattled, and yes. But look,
I do have a story.
the guards were very, very nice to me.
Talking about paint transfer, I do have a story.
Oh my god.
I can't tell it though.
You can.
No, I can't.
No, you can't.
No, I can't. Sure, I
jeez.
can't.
No, basically, you know that scene in Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah, there
where
you go.
he wakes up and he's like, luckily I got the car home without a scratch on me or it.
Did you see the front of my car?
No.
Did I tell you what happened?
Yes.
Okay. So you were both very aware of the story.
I was calling up to Aiden's and he was like, would you be able to give me a lift up to the tyre place? I was like, yeah. He's like, I got a flat tyre, I need to change it. I thought, I had a flat tyre, so then take the wheel off and we'll go up and get it changed. And I rock up and the front of his car smashed. Blue paint on it, broken headlight,
Blue
destroyed
paint
wheel.
on the front and the back.
You were trying hard, like.
How in the name of Jesus Christ?
Have you seen the footage of that yet?
No, but it is on its way. I do promise to. No, see, I can't play it because then a certain person will know exactly what happened and they'd be looking for.
Yeah. But it's very funny.
It is very, very funny.
It's a very funny
Well, you haven't
story.
gone back in yet, have you?
No, I went up and I left my phone number for him to give me a call.
Which is fair enough.
And he hasn't called me yet. So he mustn't be that interested.
Maybe if you go up and just try a second time.
I don't want to. The ball is in his court. If he doesn't take action now, I've given my number in. I've tried to.
Would you not just put 250 quid in an envelope and go in and hand it into him?
Look around this place?
But then we can play the footage to our
Money.
fans.
I genuinely would pay 250 just to play the footage.
Yeah, I
would.
would. I'll give you that. I'll go 125 on it.
I'll see.
We all split it, like.
I'll see. Maybe I could, blur out where it was.
Yes. No, we have to blur out your reg as well and put a pixelated Hitler face on you or something.
But people are going to know it's me.
Do you remember the Dudesons?
Yes.
Mr. Hitler?
Yeah.
You know where they superimposed the Hitler?
To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. Probably not something you want to publicise straight up, like.
It's not, considering I was in court today.
Oh, were you?
I was in court.
But you're
were in
still
court
here.
today?
I was in court today.
Is this over the
Yes.
misidentification thing?
Yes, that's the one indeed.
Well, no, in fairness, it sounds big and bad it was in court, but basically somebody gave his name that wasn't him.
Yes.
For what?
For driving a car.
Oh.
Snaky bastards, man.
My name was given for drive. No, actually, it wasn't my name that was given. So it's a very confusing story.
Yeah.
So, right, come on. You're in court today. What
Has
was
this been adjourned and settled? And
No,
right, when you can't talk about it
of course I can.
on air, you can't.
Fuck it.
Nah.
Do
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Do it live. So somebody basically gave somebody
As your
else's.
legal representative, I strongly advise against talking about an ongoing court case on the air.
My legal representative, we all know very well. We can't say. Don't say it.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, what happened was somebody else gave somebody else's name.
Oh, it's the same name you used to give.
Yes.
The plot.
Yes, the plot thickens. So I
number of
previously
people is
gave somebody
reduced.
else's name who had a license at the time. I was banned. The same. So what?
They don't work.
It's a confusing
Driving
story.
bans don't work, man. They just,
No, they don't, because I would just continue.
Anybody I know who's been banned has been caught driving again.
Like, what was I banned for? 5 years?
Jesus Christ.
That's
Yeah,
a
it was-
long
What was that
long
for?
time.
Danny Burns.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I'd like the footage of that as well.
That's the more extreme version of the other night.
Oh, much more extreme. There was no engine in the car. I went through the door of Danny Burns.
I remember that happening.
There was a lamppost outside that just disappeared.
Thank God nobody
Became
was
part
standing
of the
there.
car.
Thank God nobody was
Because that
standing
was the
there.
taxi rank.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And this would have been about 12:30 at night, so
Yeah.
there would have been people there.
Isn't it the weirdest thing? Sorry to segue from your story, but isn't it the weirdest thing driving through town at 1 o'clock of a Friday night or a
It's
Saturday
empty.
night? And it's
Yeah.
ghost town.
Yeah.
At the start of the first lockdown,
Almost a year ago.
almost a year ago, I'll never forget driving through the town, blaring Special's Ghost Town. Volume up to the max, just driving through the town and being so surprised that there wasn't a soul around. There was nobody in town. And I driving home with my missus, like, what's this? Because lockdown just started. And it was really weird to see everything shut down. Like, we're so used to it now, and we've kind of phased back in little bits of reality. Remember when everything was closed and everybody was afraid to go shopping? You remember that big panic buying spree?
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
Toilet
Jesus,
roll.
Yeah.
How stupid did those fucking people? Anybody
The
who has a
amount-
brand new chest freezer that's still full of shit from March of last year, fuck you and your fucking chest freezer. I hope it's in the way.
But did you... you must have bulk bought something.
Nothing. We didn't get the chance. Me and my mister was like, nah, it'll be grand. We're not going to participate in the panic buying.
Yeah, I didn't bother my
It was
ass.
scary enough.
No.
But I didn't like seeing all the pictures of old people coming into empty shops.
Yeah, that was terrible. And the amount of fresh fruit and veg that went to waste because people just bought it in a panic because they're like, I have to buy something.
Retards buying bags of flour.
Yeah. You couldn't get... I remember that actually, you couldn't get a bag of flour for the life of you, like.
Yeah.
And even there was that shop in town, got in like the baker's bags, the 10 kg ones, and rebagged it into single kilogram bags, like.
Yeah.
When was it? Was it Jordan the Beast from the East where the video came out of your man dealing the bread?
Yeah.
It was funny. It looked like two people doing a drug deal.
Yeah, but people,
That
Panic
was
buying.
during the Beast from the East,
It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
but there was people panic buying before that cold snap last
do
week.
you remember what them fucking retards done in Tala?
Where they tore down the little.
The little. I know people who were involved in that.
Yeah, but my favourite thing was...
You know, Riz was there. Riz was there.
Why does it not
get into
surprise
nice?
me?
I'm going to tell you a funny story about Riz. During the Beast from the East, so Riz is Pakistani.
Right.
So he had never seen snow before.
How do you
He'd
not?
never seen
No,
snow
he had
before.
never seen snow
How long
before.
was he here?
Oh.
Be 2011 because we had a big cold snap in 2010.
But sorry,
there's
he
been
did
snow
snow.
since.
He did see snow, but not snow.
Okay.
So him and his friends decided, let's get plastered drunk. He was living in Tala. Let's get really, really drunk and go outside and play in the snow. You know,
Yeah.
clever bastard. He went out and his keys fell out of his pocket.
Oh, no.
So he spent about 8 hours looking for his car keys.
Plaster drunk.
Following morning, he got up. His car was gone.
Someone found the
Some little scummer found his car. But he got a knock on his door that evening. And it was a little kid. And he turned around and said, Mister, give me €50 and a bag of weed and I'll give you your car back. So Riz went, that's a bargain. €50, bag of weed. He brought him to the car. The car had no tools in it. They emptied it. But he got his car back. He got his car back. What a moron. But do you remember the guy who jumped out his top window as well in Tala?
No.
He jumped out his top window and landed in the snow and it became viral. It went all over RTE News and everything.
No, let's see that.
Yeah, it's a big video. The guy who was in that video, piece of shit.
Okay.
Yeah, like dodgy as I can't
You wouldn't
say
find
there.
any lads like that around Tala.
No, not at all. Not at all. Good, salt of the earth people.
Yeah.
Actually, have you ever been in Tala?
Yes.
And
Jesus. It's not as bad as people make it out to be.
No.
If you don't have any business there,
great community spirit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like big community down there.
Yeah.
Like, people know each other.
Yeah.
Well, see, Ash should know as well. Ash went to Ballyfermot as 2.
Right.
Ballyfermot's a fucking kip. Mm-hmm. But if you just mind your business, like, you're there for the college,
Yeah.
you get on grand. The only time I got any shit was walking I used to walk from Ballyfermot to Palmerstown to get the bus. So I'd be walking through Cherry Orchard and the
Yeah.
Gales.
Oh, yeah.
And around Halloween time, it was...
The kids.
I remember I did a gig up there for Halloween with the Corpo.
Yeah.
And we were doing the fireworks. And like it was just you had a spare man there just to fucking watch the van like.
Oh, you'd have to. Ballyfermot and Tala are the type of place you need to count the wheels on your car before you're going through. Just double check on the way out.
But my favourite thing about Ballyfermot is getting the bus.
Right, 78A.
78A, yeah. Because you get on the bus, and it's the only bus you'll get on in town that stinks of weed.
Oh, yeah.
And then you go up to the top, and there's boys all sitting around blaring with a Bluetooth
Yeah.
speaker, smoking out the window, and you're just like, the life, lads.
And the driver will come on the intercom and they'll say, can you put the cigarette out? Not at all. They just point blank ignore the guy.
Yeah.
But it's a lovely area. It's
Yeah.
genuinely, it's not bad. And I tell you why, because I love that community vibe.
Yeah.
Down here, private estates, everybody's too busy working. They mind their own business.
They're
Nobody
commuting
knows
They
anybody.
could be
We're not-
commuting 3-4 hours a day, like some cases.
Yeah, and by the time they get home, they don't like my mother. Where she lives is in a private estate, and she knows probably 2 or 3 neighbours out of 100 houses.
Yeah. But see, the Rochford Bridge is a Dublin vibe. There's a lot of dubs down there.
Loads of
Yeah.
those.
But in where we are, it's a little cul-de-sac, and it's nearly all Polish, Lithuanians and stuff. It's a few Irish people. And Jesus, we all get on great.
Must pass on our condolences also to the guy that was found the guy that went missing from Rochford Bridge,
Peter Wilson.
Peter Wilson.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
confirmed he was found.
Yeah, yeah. So did you hear about that story?
No.
No, it's
I hadn't
such a strange story because I've heard so much.
Yeah, but I think all the story lies with his friend that absconded immediately. Remember, there was something.
There was a friend that went over with him, and he arrived back
Early.
a day later or something.
Yeah, he came back early.
Yes, and Peter never came back, and he was found down a manhole a year later.
What?
Yeah, only a kid as well. No, I say kid, like 20s.
No, he was in his 30s.
Was he?
He was in his 30s. He had 2 kids.
I
think.
taught him drama. I was
serious?
I was his drama teacher.
No
You were
way.
a teacher?
Yeah, I was a drama teacher
Where did you teach?
in Rochford Bridge in Dublin.
What?
Yeah. Man, I went to drama school for years.
Jazz hands.
Is that why you're such a queen?
Probably.
That's the gay vibe.
Could be. It could be. Do
Are
know-
you going to get up and do like a fame musical someday and just like
Oh,
dance
dude,
on the
you've
table?
no idea.
This
I-
explains the money spending and the glitz. And
Yeah,
the
yeah,
flashy.
I
He's a closeted homosexual.
I was Danny Zuko in Greece.
Okay.
Then I played the part of some priest who was dead in a coffin, and then I came back to life. I don't know what the hell
Easiest
that was.
role ever.
I was in Aladdin. Loads of plays.
Whole new world.
I did once dress up as a woman. A really nice dress, I might
No,
add.
you didn't once dress up as a woman. Would you do me?
Many times would you do me? Oh my god! Is that on YouTube still?
The second time I ever met you, I seen that video.
That must have been a shock.
You were showing the Chronicles of Richie, and you're like, I can beat that.
Did it beat it?
Yeah, because you sent it to your ma.
No, I didn't.
Richard sent it to your ma.
No. So you know the story? Do you know the Buffalo Bill story?
No, I do not know you doing Lamb of the fucking Silence of the Lambs at all.
So I was working in Domino's at the time.
Right.
And there was another driver there who he said to me one day, he said, I can imagine you sitting at home doing the Buffalo Bill dance. You're a bit of a weirdo. And I was, what's the Buffalo Bill dance? Went home, never seen it before. I was like, oh, it's the scene
do
from
me?
Silence of the Lambs
Yeah.
where he tucks his dick between his legs.
yeah, white horses
And
like.
Yeah, white horses. So that night, I took my pills.
Richard came out.
Woke up the following day to my brother saying to me, what the fuck did you put on Facebook last night?
Oh, dirt.
Because my mother's relations over in America and everything had seen the video. And it was me. Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me so hard. And
And what did you do? Did you tuck it between your legs and
oh
you
yeah,
got tinfoil around it?
yeah, no, tucked it between. I had nipple clamps in. I shaved my chest. I wore a wig. Like I went full out for this. Woke up the following
You just
morning.
had them lying around, did you?
No, the wig was my father's.
No,
we got
I'm
for
talking
his
about the nipple
birthday.
clamps.
No, they were actually key rings. So
Oh, okay.
one of these things literally just clamped onto my nipple.
It is sicker and sadder than Buffalo Bill's version.
Not even a few mots in the press, like.
When I woke up, I went, oh, my chest is very sore. Why is it raw? Thousands of little cuts.
From trying to scratch.
Because no, I used a Bic to shave the hair off my chest. But I do have a copy of that video. But I don't think I'd like to get it out, have it out in the public.
No, not yet. Episode 1000.
It's something.
I hear that's about 3 weeks away now.
There's a few things that are 3 weeks away.
That is something that would haunt you.
Geological anomaly, 3 weeks from everywhere.
Oh, whoa, we're forgetting.
What?
Is today not today? Or please tell me we're not at the missing it.
What?
The Rover 2 landing.
Oh, yeah. No, I think you're right.
Is it today?
Maybe.
We might be
Richie's
cutting the podcast early, guys.
Fuck you all. So you know the big thing behind this new rover landing.
Yeah, Mars is getting a new robot.
It's getting a new robot. Plus, it's getting drones. Fucking drones.
So
And
they
you
can film the landing and control it.
Yeah, and you can. They're going to send out scout drones all over Mars.
There's 3 missions currently on their way and at Mars now. There's China,
Is there?
UAE, and America.
Oh, so it's America.
That's got oil, so.
Must do. Was it today?
Pierce cannot be seen. We have to move Aiden a little bit.
Oh, I'll just do that.
You did that and he did that.
Yeah.
No, I think the arm of the mic is now in the way.
Oh yeah. Hold on. We can do.
Oh, you just oh yeah, okay.
I didn't know I could do that. Now I know.
2 quick shout-outs.
You have no care for your equipment. Like, you're like, I'm just gonna bend this mic until like it either goes how I want it or snaps.
Hopefully it punches him in the face like breaks. It goes dong.
Kind of looks like my mic has a mini afro.
It does.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Super productive.
Why is it, by the way, when a bald man is around a wig, they have to put it on?
Oh,
they
it's
miss
the
their own
law.
hair.
It's the fucking law.
I had a wig, and he was saying to me, "Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?"
Because he the genuine, the glue-on hair caps.
Oh, the couple,
Oh, right, okay.
couple of grand worth.
Because I can,
the old toupee.
yeah, but
Yes.
it's perfect for me because I can go out the back and side, so I can just slap this on top and have a head of hair again. Like,
Yeah.
But he put in the fucking tumble dryer.
Oh, come here, actually.
did, and melted
Speaking of toupees and court cases, did you hear who's getting pulled up over the Galway thing?
Who?
Donny Cassidy.
Yes.
I don't know who Donny Cassidy is.
Yeah, there's 4
The
people
senator.
getting convicted over Golfgate.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was like the captain of the golf club.
Did I not read in a headline in the newspaper today that somebody got out of
Society.
prison? A banker, one of the bankers.
David Drum,
Yeah, he was
the
released today,
former
wasn't he?
chief finance officer for Irish Anglo Bank.
AIG. Yeah.
Yeah, did this to the tune of 7.2 billion, and he only did 3 and a bit years.
Yeah.
And he walked free today.
Walked free today.
Was it yesterday?
It was yesterday, sorry.
You get more for fucking dangerous driving.
If I got up now and bet the shit out of the 2EV, I could probably get more.
Yeah.
You probably would, and that's once you're not a millionaire, judges look at you differently.
Yeah.
They look at you as if you're more dangerous.
Yes.
But at the same time, a man like that definitely put something in the Cayman Islands before it all went tits up.
Oh,
Of course he did. He's a nest egg.
That's look, you're going to go away for 2-3 years. All that money sitting there, you're going to take the fall for everybody. All the boys are going to chip in to a fund for you while you're in prison. It's the same thing with gangs. If you're going away for a gang, so we set up a fund and you do this and you keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, and the mortgage gets paid.
Do gangs pay bills like that?
Yeah.
I thought they would just, threaten a person.
It's
It depends on where
criminal
where you are
enterprise.
with them.
Criminal
Do you know what I mean?
enterprise
Like-
is still an enterprise. It's not going to be your low-level drug dealer guy, but like the likes of that Kinahan fella, the Kinahan gunman went away for 20 years there, and when the judge slammed down the gavel, he's like, only 5 World Cups and he'll be back out.
What's the deal with...
That's what he said. That's what he said to a sentence, 20-year sentence.
What's the deal with... I think it's one of the Kinahans has gone into boxing or something.
Daniel Kinahan, isn't it?
And he's saying he has nothing to do with the criminal organisation.
That's only because everybody's it was the fucking who reached out because he was doing deals in Saudi, doing big boxing deals, trying to get associated with Tyson Fury, and he's getting in big with his money. I think he's trying to clean his money up.
Well, he's claiming he's not into crime.
Yeah.
So where did he get his money for to buy all these boxers?
Crime. Look, they're brazen fucking criminals, man. What do you expect out of them? Like, these are the scum of the earth. These are your gangland shooting people. Like,
Yeah. Well, they'd be coming down to get you after they hear that.
fuck them.
And he lives in...
I drive a white Citroen C5.
You drive a 08 Saab.
It's all covered in blue paint and fucked up.
I need a new car. I have to get a van. That's what... Because
No.
I'm going to get a van. Hell no, I'm
No.
getting a car again.
Chrysler 300C.
No, I'm going to get that for the guests who come down, but I need a van because there's so many
You need to
times-
get guests before you can start paying for the transport. Like,
You know how I do things. I don't roll that way.
We're doing this the drama teacher way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We're going to put the horse behind the cart. Seen a meme today that's like, well played horse, well played, and it's like a picture from the 1800s of a horse-drawn cart and then a horse walking into a horse box in 2020. Well played horse, well played.
Also, we have no clock on the wall, so there's no way of us
we have
knowing.
no idea what time it
It'll be
is.
grand. Be grand. We've got
It's like only 22
27
minutes
minutes left of the
Come
first
here,
half.
actually, feckin'. I'm guessing because of this whole fancy new paint job and everything else, I won't be bringing a jigsaw to cut this thing out in here.
past. No, you'll be cutting it over there. Do you know how long it took me to hoover that carpet after you bastard?
A long time.
A long
He made a time-lapse
time.
video of him cleaning up.
No way. You did a montage.
I did, and it looks pretty cool because
It does.
it's all messy and then it's like, and then it looks nice.
There's some fucker on TikTok making mad money out of cleaning videos.
Yeah.
Like, no, like you'd be there and like, you know the way you put fucking the bleach into the toilet. So she gets 2 different colours of bleach and starts doing patterns around it, and then like throws in like a bit of caustic soda or something to make it froth up real nice.
God, you can make anything interesting, can't you?
But it's all about flair.
But like, you know, they're getting just getting big money on TikTok from it.
You know what kills me, man, is watching people doing car valeting videos and they're doing it fucking wrong.
Yeah, but you have your own system that you designed and developed, so therefore...
Over
is
a
it wrong?
decade.
Is it
Over a
wrong?
decade of doing the job, and I watched and learned from everybody. My method.
What's your method?
Oh God, no.
Top down, inside out, follow
don't
the
start
use, do the
describing your
T.
method on air.
I'm going to make some fancy ass videos.
Yeah, no,
Have
make
you-
them videos.
Yeah, I want to do a time lapse of me cleaning the car. And I want to do the
Can this-
slow motion
can this be
polishing
the-
videos.
Can this be the car?
Go on.
Yes, during the week we're over at Aiden's and we got a bit silly and we're like
Silly.
we got very Monty Python-esque in our thought pattern. and we're-
silly walks.
Yeah, but it was like thinking about hair. Imagine hair screamed when it was cut. It didn't hurt, it just screamed. And then when it was blood, like when you fired an arrow, it went.
Or a machine gun would make the noise of a fart.
Yeah, so any gun would sound like a fart, so a shotgun would be like, and the machine gun like,
And a fart sounded like a gun.
Jeez, I'd hate to see what a 50 cal do.
but it's just silliness. No, you're sitting around a group of lads. Evan was there as well.
And there was one girl there.
And there was one girl there.
And she just wasn't laughing. She was like, what is this nonsense?
yeah, but
She
like,
couldn't tap into the stream, no.
No.
you know, but Natalie's pretty cool. Like,
And that's just cool.
Yeah.
But like that's why I asked her the question, you know, are you used to this type of sense of humour? Do women do that much? And she said, not the people I'm with.
which is a nice way of saying no. You
No,
fucktard.
you fucking
Yeah.
retard, yeah. But I like getting silly. I love getting... We should get silly on air more.
We should, but like silliness is needed now more than ever because life is a fucking draw at the minute.
It is. And I wouldn't mind. I'm sure that Danielle is in there now, still sitting on the floor painting. I feel terrible guilty leaving her in there like
I
that.
don't. It means I don't have to do it.
Yeah, but you didn't ask her to do it. I did, so therefore the guilt is on me.
Well, she said yeah, like if she didn't want to do it, she wouldn't be in there doing it.
Yeah, plus Richie broke a fucking ceiling tile.
Oh, that's what happened to that one.
Yeah.
Not like there's plenty more knocking around the shop.
Oh, there is a few. Daniela asked me to steal her one or two for her place.
I love when people replace them though, and you can spot which ones are replaced. Like
'Cause they're
everything's
really
cream, white. Love it.
There's so much work for us to do, lads, that I'm genuinely considering just doing an hour tonight.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
give a shout out
why?
to Ken.
He's getting a horn over this.
I got a phone call on Tuesday from a very disgruntled listener, Ken Walsh.
Oh,
Our
love you,
local
Ken.
one. Yeah, he was very annoyed that we didn't bring him up to work first, and that we weren't on. He was like, "You having all right, buddy?" And I was like, "Shit, no, Ken, sorry, fucking."
And all the bitching you did about people not coming up here, not doing nothing, and here's a man just trying to get up here and do a bit.
Who?
But a shout out to him and the Band of Brothers is the page. I was even having a little chat with Ken today.
Hold on,
about
did
mental
Ken
health.
offer to come up and help?
Yeah,
So why didn't you bring him up?
because we weren't going to be here all evening,
Oh,
and I didn't want to bring him up yesterday because I was fucked.
you were.
Yeah.
He was asleep on the floor.
Yeah, I fell asleep in there. I went home and went to sleep as well. And thank you, Katie, for just letting me sleep.
I was convinced you had corona.
So was I, and then I had like some fever dreams, and I felt kind of better after it.
Oh, Jesus.
Fever dreams suck, man.
Thank you.
You may hold on to that
Okay.
rather than asking for a lion.
Why didn't you just put it in the middle?
No, you can hold on to it.
Why, you got another one?
Happy birthday.
Oh, wow.
No, I bought a box of them. There's loads of them inside.
I've forgotten the guy's name, but there's a guy who has an OnlyFans, and Claire Byrne Live did a segment on him.
This your man getting 60 grand a month.
Yeah, right. And they were just talking about how great it was that this man had an OnlyFans and stuff, and I was like, right, if that was any woman, the fucking crowd would be out for her. If it was anybody that knew her to be slagging her off, saying she's shit, like. And just because a dude has done it now, oh, fair play, and people are just coming out and they called out the double standards that were at play. The way Claire Byrne Live is a really fucking annoying show.
It is.
There's so much handed down pandering. You know, it's like, this is what you're talking about tonight, Claire, and this is your opinion. You know what I mean?
Well,
Do you think she gets handed a script like?
Totally.
of course he does.
The money those cunts are on, man.
Yeah, there's like a whole load of script writers.
Oh, yeah.
But the double standards, you're right, because years ago I was watching a movie. I don't know if you've ever seen it. I think I've told the story before. The Most Fertile Man in Ireland. Have you seen the movie?
yeah,
Was that your man that was having them up to 108 or something like that?
No, it was a movie. It was a comedy.
Oh,
So
no.
it was basically this guy, he had
Found
the
out
most
he'd like super sperm.
super sperm.
Oh, I
and
know
he
the
could
film
get
now.
any woman pregnant, even if she had difficulties getting pregnant. And in the movie, I went to see this. I think I went to see it.
They're
with my-
queuing up around the corner to ride him, weren't they?
Yes, but he didn't want any part of it because there was just too many ugly women he just didn't want to have sex with. And there was one particular woman who was like, the crazy cat lady, one of those. She wanted a baby. He wouldn't have sex with her. So in the scene, I'm sitting in the cinema watching this, and he wakes up and she's on top of him. He's handcuffed to the bed and she's riding him, and everybody's breaking their shit laughing. And I'm the only idiot.
And a
in the
man
Austins
getting raped.
Going, that's a rape scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put the shoe on the other foot, and everybody would be screaming that it would be a
No,
terrible
it was a
thing.
black comedy.
Ah, yeah, but still, like,
Have you
no,
ever
but, like,
seen comedy, a woman getting raped as comedy? Ever? In a
No.
movie?
Not in the
No.
comedies you'd watch.
Crazy
But even
shit
let's say,
dot
like,
com?
Sons of Anarchy.
Yes.
There's a really strong rape scene in that, like, and it's fairly fucking brutal, like.
Man on woman.
Fucking group of men on a woman.
No, but here's the thing. In stuff like Sons of Anarchy, which is a drama, it's okay to put stuff like that in those shows.
You're expecting that content. Like.
Exactly, you're expecting that content. But when it's comedy, you don't. Did you laugh at that scene? No, exactly. So, I mean,
wouldn't laugh at rape.
they
It's
put this in specifically to get shits and giggles out of.
Yeah.
And this was a man being raped, and everybody just thought it was okay.
Yeah, but with this OnlyFans thing, I think it's really bad because women are getting shamed for it. I don't care what your opinions are of it. It's a revenue stream for some women.
Did I say anything?
No, but your previous opinions. Remember
did I-
about
what
the
did I say
leak?
before?
Remember the leak where someone stole?
Yeah, no, I
it?
said I didn't care about their privacy, but I didn't. I don't care what they do.
Yeah.
Like, fair play to them. If they want to earn extra money by flogging their mutton,
Yeah.
work away.
I'm not gonna lie, I wish I could. I'd be fucking happy.
Flog your mutton.
I'd be fucking happy out if I could just fucking hire a professional photographer, set up a few fucking shoots, and make that bank.
Would
like.
you do porn?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah.
would. He would.
You don't answer that question.
Jesus, I was
You
about to
don't
say,
answer.
I was about to say something awful dark there, but
Go on,
I'm not-
no, yeah, please enlighten us. We like the darkness here. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I was about to say my man's dead. I can't shame her now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm free. Amazing.
That was dark. It was dark, but it's my type of humour.
It's dark humour, man. I love it. You have to love it. Would you, if you could earn up to 100k a year from an OnlyFans, but you'd a solely male,
No problem. Not a problem.
all them sending you requests, you
Doesn't-
do specific
Couldn't
videos?
care less.
Money's money, man. I'll take that pink euro.
No, yeah, the pink dollar. But I wouldn't sleep with a man for the money.
No,
like
no.
there's no way I would do gay porn. Not a hope.
How much?
$1 million. No, like 100,000, 50.
I love the way this comes so fast.
Yeah, right. I have to think logically about this.
You're just looking at your studio. I'd suck a dick for 10 grand.
I swear to God, I was looking at that wall going, I could pay for the wall.
every suck, you're just imagining stuff appearing in the studio.
One little spurt is all it takes.
One spurt is all it takes.
Do you want some mayo on
How
your
much
burger?
would you do it for?
350,000 euro to suck a dick.
Okay, to the point of completion.
350,000 euro.
And
Why?
The point of
That's a very
you know
specific
that-
number.
That's a very specific needs.
What's that?
Psychiatry after that.
Clear a mortgage and buy a Bentley.
Oh, okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, no, like.
Some change for the missus.
Yeah, she needs a handbag and a holiday.
So 350. I know for a fact you'd do it for cheaper than that.
No.
You would.
No.
You're a whore.
I wouldn't- yeah, but I
what
wouldn't-
about like what about a fucking 2004 flying spur?
No. I want to walk into Bentley in England. Have a guy walk over to you hand in hand. Yes, today, sir. In my Adidas tracksuit.
Oh, it has to be the Adidas.
Point at a Continental GT. Point at my Adidas and be like,
I want to buy a car. He does look like a Russian gymnast
He
teacher, doesn't he?
completely does. Yeah.
oh, zip her up.
All he needs is the cigarette hanging out of his mouth and, screaming at some child for making a mistake. Oh, you stupid girl.
Oh, did you see that clip from fucking Russian reality TV? Actually,
Oh, with the little kid playing chess.
little kid's playing chess. Like he's like fucking a protege at playing chess. Like he's 4. And he comes on this TV show to play, and the host sits down, and they have the chess set between them, and he goes, "I have to tell you something. I can't actually play chess, so we have someone to play against you." And he introduces like 4-time grandmaster,
World champion, international
world
champion,
champion, fucking merited member of the fucking Russian sport of Hall of Fame. Some big dude,
Chess daddy,
And-
like.
yeah.
So like probably a
But he comes
member of
out with
Mensa.
really scary,
He comes out
intimidating
like
music. And
proper March of the Empire.
And is
like.
he a geek?
no, he's a
he's
big,
just really-
scary old guy.
All right.
Yeah, he's a big Russian old lad, like. And then it just cuts to the end of the game, and the kid is crying. He's screaming,
He's just
man.
so intimidated by your man coming
Nice.
out.
No. That was actually.
No, but when he's coming out, he's like,
Oh yeah. He's just pure deer in the headlights. Like this is probably someone he really looks up to.
and
as
your
well.
man slaughtered him.
I'll tell you a funny story about
Do go on, comrade.
3 years ago. 3 years I was in gym. No, so 3 years ago I went to the gym. I walked into the locker room, and the second I walked in, there was a kid standing there, and he was just in
He
his
was squatting your body weight.
he was in his boxers. I'd say he was about between 8 and 10. He was just in his boxers and trying to get his t-shirt over his head, and he was like this for about 3 minutes.
God.
And I'm standing there looking at him going, where's his father? And I'm looking around if there's anybody there to help him, because I don't want to go over and start helping this random kid because
That's
things
fair
can
enough.
be said.
Yeah.
So I got fed up and I couldn't see anybody. So I went, stay still. And I grabbed the t-shirt and I done that. It was a midget. It was a little dude.
Jesus.
It was a midget.
God.
And I took a midget's t-shirt off as if he needed help.
How
And
belittling.
what happened then?
No, he was fine with it. Like, he was fine. He said thanks, but I think he was like thanks out of embarrassment. But I wasn't expecting it.
You know what it's time for?
A break?
No.
What?
Tactical Turkish.
Oh,
lemon.
Where the fuck did you get a lemon one?
Anto.
Oh wow.
Rochfords, man.
Yeah?
Yep.
They're disgusting.
No.
Did you try them yet?
I have, yeah, but that's your one.
Go on, I have one already. There's only 3 in a pack.
I know.
Anto one, I
I'm
had
gonna
one.
split. I'm gonna split this one with you during the break, okay?
Do you want to do it like Lady in the Tramp style?
Oh,
Rona and the Tramp.
So let's get back to the thing. Would you do a porno?
Now, first of all, disclaimer: I'm a happily married man.
If
I
it
love my
wasn't
wife.
that way.
This is a completely hypothetical
no.
situation.
situation.
Like, no, like, if, like, would you do a couple's OnlyFans?
I can't speak on behalf of my wife.
Yes,
I'm not
no,
trying to get
can't.
you in trouble here.
Yes,
Come on, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth.
It's a completely hypothetical situation.
Hypothetical, yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Would you not suffer from performance anxiety?
No.
I would. There's not a hope I
It
would
would
have sex in
spur
front of
me
people.
on.
Come on, look at you on the air, man. You're way more life.
Not
than
a
you,
hope.
like.
I don't think I'd be able to maintain an erection.
No. I'd
Blue
say
boys.
you'd fill the cup in about 3 minutes.
Not a hope.
Little blue boys.
Do you see the guys who inject themselves?
Yeah, fuck that.
Oh, so you're looking for trouble.
So would you do a porn?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I should fuck it like.
That's the name of it.
You only live once, you know.
See, there's so many people who think that I'm a filthy bastard, like as in pervy, weird, filthy
It's just
bastard.
the tone of your voice.
It's the,
Yeah, no,
Because in actual fact, when
It's
it
the
comes,
shame pouring off. you.
it is. You can smell that Catholic shame, can't you? But like, I'm so boring with that type of stuff. Like, I'm lights off under the covers. I don't want to know. Just leave me alone after I'm finished. Like,
After you're finished, you don't give two fucks. Like.
You guys are perverts.
Do you know the Chinese
I'm not
have
at all.
a single
You're
word?
a perv.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No.
You know the
no.
way like Chinese, Asian languages and kind of what you call them, Romance languages they're not compatible.
Yeah.
They're completely different language structures.
Yeah.
In Chinese, there's a single word with 3 syllables that means the clarity a man feels after he is
Yes, I know this,
orgasmed.
yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, you get that clarity of thought.
Yeah.
What do they do?
No, this that like. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have never been disgusted after I finish.
Hey, you're not doing it right.
I think you know this story about the girl that I picked up.
Yes. Oh, terrible.
This is just a
What's
weirdest
this
story.
story?
I picked up a girl off of Tinder. God, this was years ago. This is, it was about 5
Oh,
6.
I thought it was the one with the Polish one.
Oh, no, not that one. No, we told that story before. No, that's a horrible story.
That's a horrible story. There's no funny.
There's no-
It's not even funny. It is funny.
I need to hear that one.
And also my roommate who came back to what looked like a murder scene. I must explain that sort of story one night as well.
When you
Who
tore your
moved
banjo
out.
string.
No. And the one where I shit myself. But what was the story I was just about to tell? Oh, a girl. I met a girl
on
online,
Tinder.
and she was only about 22, 23. I was 31, maybe. Really hot, totally out of my league. Went down, and I was, of course, I'm on Tinder, and I'm, I'll do this, that, and the other, break it in twain, that type of stuff.
Blow
of
you to
course,
next July.
when she got down to the house, she was done the weirdest thing.
What you do?
Which
Shake her
was,
hand.
first of all, she wanted her face this close to my face without kissing, just staring at each other. And I'm like, this is really weird. So, like, she's lying down,
Yeah.
and she pulls me forward, and she's just, and I'm like, no, this is uncomfortable. Back up I go. So then she done this. She wanted to be me on the bottom. Mm-hmm. And she put her hands in behind me
Yeah.
and put her 2 fists on top of each other. So my back was completely arched out.
Right.
And all I could feel was her doing this. And then she expected me to perform. I'm like, love, what are you doing? Take your hands from beyond my spine. You're breaking me in half.
She wanted you deep inside of her.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
But I didn't do very well.
Yeah. Oh.
Did not do it well at all.
Oh, man down.
But that's happened like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, well, look, the thing is, you can't just meet, like, I know everybody does it now and the way social media has affected dating, especially during the pandemic. But you can't, it's not for everybody just meeting up and randomly fucking each other.
I think that's what my problem is.
There's a thing called demisexuality,
What's
where
that?
you need the connection before you can have arousal.
Yes, I think that's what I have.
Yeah,
I genuinely,
you
because
could be a bit grey demi, like, you know.
the amount of times that I've got with random women, I'm like, I'm not into it. I'm just not fucking into it. I'm not into that random shag.
Well,
It
that's
does
because,
absolutely nothing for me.
like, unless you're on the same fucking wavelength, there's going to be no motion in the ocean.
And it is totally different. When you have feelings for somebody, you should know this. You're a married man. It's totally different.
It's
No, of
completely
course
different.
it is. Like, you put effort in.
Yeah.
You're
But
like,
the
I want to
only-
impress you.
The only one thing I won't do is show women my cum face. Because
Why?
I'm sure I look
You
like
wear a
I'm taking-
balaclava.
No, I'm sure.
Chucky Aaron Law.
No, what's those Mexican wrestlers? What's the band?
Gimp masks.
What's
The
masks?
Nacho.
Nacho, not Nacho.
Oh, and I'm thinking of Nacho Libre, the movie.
Yeah.
But they have a special name, don't they? Those wrestlers.
Oh, the masked
Yeah.
wrestler.
Yeah.
I think it's Spanish for masked wrestler.
But I could get some of them. But I would see again, I wouldn't be into any of that crap.
So you'd be Rey Mysterio 6'9" instead of 6'9".
So, lights on or off?
On.
Really?
Yeah. My wife's
Wanna
good
see what
looking,
I'm
man.
doing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't want to see what I'm doing.
We got nice bedside lamps. Shout out Dunstores.
I was thought you were going to talk about that fucking massive mirror.
What?
The massive mirror that's bigger than your bed.
By the way, did you just mispronounce mirror?
He said it the Mead way.
Myrrh. Frankincense and
I
myrrh.
just thinking that the 3 wise men were the 3 unwise men.
Oh, the Christmas special is
that
going
would
to be
actually-
awesome.
Actually, no, 1 wise man and 2 unwise men.
Here, lads, do you know me at all?
You're wise. You're not smart.
Fucking not either. Like.
There's definitely a lack of common sense in people these days.
Oh, dude.
Like, it just gone.
This week in work,
Dude.
2 young lads in, right? One's
Right.
18, one's 19. Great young fellas, massive work ethic. But by fuck, are they looking for a Darwin Award? They were washing a van. One was power washing one side, the other one brought out a big plug lead and was standing the other side with a heat gun trying to pull the stickers off it while your man was washing in the rain. We were like, lads, fucking stop. The man over the heat gun, what? Stop.
He's trying to dry the rain like.
Question.
He's heating it up to put the
I know.
You know,
but
these days when you work with young people, I've noticed that it is, what was that, Kevin and Perry? You remember Kevin and Perry? I don't want to do anything. That's genuinely how they behave.
But even if they don't have a bad attitude, they're just... Remember JP here the other night?
Yes.
JP's a fully grown man. Mm-hmm. And he's never participated in the act of manual labour.
Never.
What? And he was here. We were putting up all this wall, me and Aiden, right?
yeah.
Such a
And
frustration.
Aiden was fitting a lock on the door. And me and Aiden have this brilliant understanding when we work together. We have a perfect flow because we're not trying to do the same thing together. We just say, right, well, you're doing that, I'm going to fuck off and do this. When you need me, call me for a hand. And we work really well together.
But that's the way it should be like.
That's the way it should be. But when you have a lot of lads and everybody's of the same acumen and know everything, the problem is, do they know how to work within a team?
No, yeah. It's
You
all
can be a
very
great
different.
lad on your own, but when you're working with somebody else, are you the kind of guy that has to dictate to people, or can you be dictated to? Whereas me then, we understand, we both know how to do shit. We're not trying to show off each other, we're just trying to get it done. But poor old JP came in here, and he's never like been around anything.
He's never even carried a piece of wood. Like, you want to see him carrying wood. It's the most awkward. Like, at 16...
In fairness, by the
What?
time we got one of the last sheets
Yeah,
up the
he
stairs,
had
he
it
had it flow
mastered.
down. But like,
That's not too bad going. Like, you
But
know,
like-
if that's his first time, he got halfway around the room and knew
There
what
was
he
a
was doing.
16-foot length of timber there that he had to bring across there. He started trying to stand it up in the room to get it out there. I'm like,
no
What?
spatial awareness, no cognitive ability. Like, but I was holding. I
fucking
told him
mad.
like, just push this sheet up, and he was pushing up a sheet that was already screwed to the wall.
and he was standing there for about 3 or 4 minutes holding it. And I just looked at him and go, you can let that go now. You know, it's up there.
And I was like drilling into the walls. And these walls are old stone walls. And we actually had melted a drill bit.
Really?
It went glowing red, like, and melted.
Jesus.
But luckily, we had the exact same one again. And I was drilling. And I said, "Just stand back a bit." And he's like, "Okay." And he thought I was telling him to fuck off, but he was like this far away from a drill bit that was rattling in the wall. Like, it was like, that can just snap, man.
But, you know, I have to laugh because
Do you have no safety glasses on?
he comes...
What?
No,
Or have you no safety glasses
I have
on?
Irish safety glasses.
he's a man.
They're the ones used for welding as well.
Is it just me, though, or is there is a lack of... what word do I
Drive.
want to use? Not drive, no.
No, but it's know what it is.
I'm talking about Pakistanis and Indians when they do work. Like, they would do this as a studio and think that looks amazing without doing the finishing touches.
No, they wouldn't.
Yeah. I've worked with Pakis on so many occasions on Fiverr. So
You mean Pakistani nationals?
Pakis? My best friend in the world is a Paki. My nickname is Paki.
Yeah.
Also, you have the Packy card, do you?
I do, yes. I can play the Paki card. But he was... I get a lot of people on Fiverr who are Pakistani.
And Fiverr's that freelancing thing,
That's-
is it?
yeah, that's
it's
so-
not Fiverr like or
No,
it's not Grindr.
No, not Grindr. No,
It's just Fiverr.
Just Fiverr. But you can basically go on. Mel, I found Mel, the guy who does the voiceovers
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Fiverr.
Okay.
So when I had too much work on, I would get a usual crowd of guys to do the work, but I would never get them to do the artwork. Great at the technical stuff. You get them to make it look good, fucking awful.
Well, not even that, but like your brand is the final image of the work. You know what I mean? You need your sauce in there.
But I've
I have
hired-
a perfect representative of the emotion you're trying to convey.
Okay, please.
Did you ever see their modified cars?
Yes.
There you go. tacky, badly implemented, and death traps.
No. Their lorries are class.
Their lorries are class, but that's still their method of decoration. They're not making it any better. They're just making it heavier and more covered in shit.
And no sense of danger.
No sense of safety.
Like, did you remember the petrol tanker that spilled over in the road in Pakistan there about 5-6 years ago?
Nope.
They were all out with their buckets, scooping it up, and this one wanker
Lights a fag.
with a cigarette standing in the middle of the puddle.
What?
150
dead.
people were killed,
Yeah.
and something like 600 people were treated for severe burns.
Jeez.
There was a video of the aftermath, and it was just like this big black patch full of like
Charred
half-burnt-
bodies.
Charred bodies.
Oh, fuck that.
But who?
So you wouldn't have that problem with nuclear, like, you know?
Who doesn't know that petrol is flammable?
They did.
What was it? Petrol, diesel, crude oil?
Petrol.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It went whoof.
Oh, it was gone in a split second. Big explosion.
But the thing is, like, was he in the middle of that puddle when he lit that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or did
He was collecting-
No, I know. But- Or did he walk in with it lit?
Bleh.
Second he clicked.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Now, and this is a genuine...
It's a common occurrence.
It is.
in
and
the third world.
I tell you why it's a common occurrence, because myself and Riz had a very similar story. You know this story. I was living in Inchicore at the time, and we were doing work on the orange Bertoni that I had.
Yes.
And what we done was we drained the oil out of the sump, and we forgot to take the basin out from under the car. But the car wasn't starting, so we had to push it out into the road.
You kicked it over.
And the basin got dragged out and then just went all over the main road outside.
Oh,
so there
that's
was
a council job.
literally cars going woo as they were driving past. So me and Riz were like, we're going to get into trouble here. We need to clean this up, because you can clearly see the line where it came from out of the house. So no choice but to clean it up.
No news, just because you can see where it came from, not out of the moral obligation to ensure road safety.
Oh, no, just because we could see. I didn't want to blame it.
Yeah.
But you know what's great for removing oil? Petrol.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we
it's
went
fair
up-
enough. Yeah. It's the
we
boat
got-
non-polar.
We got a gallon of petrol.
Yeah.
And poured it all over the road, a whole load of it.
Yeah.
I was pouring. As I was getting the last drop out of it, now this was an area twice the size of this room. Twice the size. that
Main
had-
road in Inchicore.
Yeah, and Riz takes his lighter out of his pocket as I'm pouring it and goes,
Why the fuck did you do that?
because he's a fucking Pakistani.
Oh, is that something they do over there to clean oil spills? Like,
Or they're just fucking dumb.
Like, I don't think he understood. You're only pouring the petrol on it to break down the oil.
Yeah.
You didn't want to light it on
Oh
fire.
no, he knew he didn't want to. He just wanted to see what his words. I wanted to see what would happen. What did you think was going to happen?
They're
man.
famous last words.
that is.
It's time for a break, boys.
It is time for a break, so we're going to go to a quick ad. So this is the cue for the guys inside. So when we press the ad button, you press the ad button or the break button. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
So, Billy, does your social media look like a teenager's bedroom?
What? Full of Justin Bieber posters?
No, you incompetent fool. Messy and unorganized.
Yeah, it kinda does. But what can I do about it?
Oh, poor simple Billy. Why not put all your social media in one convenient place?
But gee whiz, mister, how can I do that?
With Social QR, of course. It's easy, fast, and free.
But what's social QR?
Well, Billy, I'm glad you asked. Social QR is a one-stop shop for personal and business social media users to have all your social media in one place. Easy to set up, easy to share, and fully customizable, with your own custom QR code suitable for digital and print media.
Jiminy crickets, so now it'll be as tidy as my web browser?
So don't forget, Billy, that's socialqr.xyz. And Billy, take down the Justin Bieber posters.
Aww.
Every day, Richie has to drive 2 miles to bum tobacco from his friends. With your generous donation of only $19.20 a week, Richie won't have to sponge from his friends. Text Richie to 5210342 27591268089 so we can finally tell Richie to piss off.
From its rich traditions beginning when the first AM radio transmission was broadcast in the year 1900 to present day, where radio is still the most listened to form of media and the #1 source for people of all ages to enjoy their favorite music and discover new artists. Sure, the technology has changed. but the concept has stood the test of time throughout history. From the end of World War II,
General Eisenhower informs me that the forces of Germany have surrendered to the United Nations. The flags of freedom fly all over Europe.
to the falling of the Berlin Wall.
Our top story. The Iron Curtain between East Germany and West Berlin has come tumbling down.
To the U.S. entering the War on Terror.
None of us will ever forget this day, yet we go forward to defend freedom and all that is good and just in our world. Thank you. Good night, and God bless America.
Generations across the world are united by music as it transcends all language barriers. It brings everyone on planet Earth closer together. We at iStreamRadio.ie understand what radio has done for the world and would like to thank radio for its 100 plus years of service. Radio has been here through thick and thin. Thank you, radio.
Imagination is the beginning of creation. You imagine what you desire. You will what you imagine. And at last, we create what you will. Don't wait for the right opportunity. Let us create it. When the virtual world of the internet, ideas, dreams, and concepts have become a reality, now is the time to bring your idea to the digital world. MilestoneMedia.ie offer a full range of digital services such as web development, hosting, audio, and visual services. Inspiration has a new platform. MilestoneMedia.ie. Experience the difference.
Tired of getting more screwed over than your cousin Jesse's pig? Sick of those uppity cowboys over at the Irish Insurance Federation? Is your vehicle being overpriced because it's undervalued? Does your annual quote leave you feeling sicker than the morning you woke up beside your sister? Well, leg it down to Leggett Insurance. Leggett Insurance is the answer to all your insurance needs. Bored off the road? No problem. Old lady turf you out and you gotta move your collection of lawn art? That's okay. Underage? Well, shit, that ain't your fault. Our unique style of cover provisions includes a real insurance disc to put in your windshield and the understanding that if something goes wrong, you use our groundbreaking policy. Run as fast as you can before anyone gets your wrench. The golden rule is to make sure you pick up any bits of your car left behind so you can't be identified. Your one-off payment of $29.99 annually provides all of the above. And for an additional $40, we provide you with a full windscreen worth in your very own Leggett disc holder. Just call us on 2800 Yeehaw! That's 2800 Yeehaw! Sail through that checkpoint today!
Itchy, smelly scrotum getting you down. Worried about ball sweat on the dance floor? Well, worry no more. New sandalwood and lavender scented Man Ponds has your nutsack covered. Our unique smell-inhibiting fibrous wadding ensures your most repugnant odors are kept to yourself. So next time she drops the hand, you can feel confident it's not into a vat of nut soup. And don't forget, you can be the sweetest smelling stud in the nursing home with new Man Ponds Twilight Edition for seniors. Order our economy size 86 pack today on manponds.org. Man Ponds, because you don't need to smell any worse.
The Supernatural Dogshit podcast is controversial and confrontational and may cause offense to some. Listener discretion is advised.
Shy, I done it wrong. I did it wrong. That's better. And very welcome back to the Supernatural Dogshit podcast. We're all good in there, guys, yeah? Perfect. Yeah, so, very loud music. Did you bring your tea with you? Did you get it in time?
Yeah, but I was muted there, like.
I know, I muted you purposely because we're sick of hearing your voice.
Man, I will happily go back there and drink hot chocolates for the rest of the night.
I'd say you would. Go on, off you go, talk.
I can't believe the fucking condition of your green room, man. Like, in the space of a couple of weeks, you've gone from a room full of shite to something with, like, a wonderful little beverage maker.
Mm-hmm.
a collection of chocolate bars.
Yes.
By the box.
Yes.
A fine Italian lady.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Miss Lindsay brought them in.
All right.
Yes. And Red Bull.
Yeah, it's...
But there's a new kitchen to go in there.
Remember we had the V. Remember we had the slabs of V. But like going from the first studio,
yes,
which was very cozy and comfortable, and then to the second studio, which was rough and ready, and now to this money pit third studio.
This is Moby Dick, like.
It is. It is. But again, you know, lads, can you just put to the wide camera shot there just to show the people the size of this room? It looks bigger on camera than it actually is.
It's a big room.
It's a big room.
Like, look how long it takes me to walk across it. Like 2 seconds. It's not that 2 seconds.
What a wanker.
No. It's a big fucking room, man. Like this is the size of a decent kitchen or any other. It's a decent fucking room.
Do you know how to make it look like you're really gay when you walk? It's
How?
very simple.
How?
Very simple. So what you do is, instead of walking,
Is this
with your
what you
hands
learned?
like
Is this what you learned in
I
drama
learned
school?
This from Billy Connolly. All you have to do.
Oh, yeah, the famous
is turn
gay.
your wrists out like that. That's all you have
Turn
to
your
do.
wrists out.
Watch.
Ooh. Do the straight one, then do the gay one.
Normal walk. Like a normal do.
Oh yeah.
Right? Wrists. Oh, I have to do it on camera. Wrists out.
Look like those owl ones that go walking with the weights.
I can just picture fucking. I can just picture there with no shake weight, you know.
They were amazing.
Did you ever see your woman, the news reporter who was doing the blooper with it? She puts it right beside her face and she's going, ah. Yeah, what a retard.
No, that was delivered. That was just trying to go viral.
See the Aussie politician that committed career suicide there during the week?
No, but I did see that American politician who actually commits suicide on air.
Oh, don't do it, Bill!
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
This Australian politician, in front of everybody, if she didn't want to be raped, she shouldn't have been locked herself in a studio with a drunk man.
What?
Yes.
Who said this?
No, a hotel room, sorry. An Australian politician come out against this woman, won a rape case.
Career suicide?
Yeah.
He's gone.
He's gone, yeah. No, it was literally one
She
of those
can't be
moments.
putting up with that, like.
Everybody went, ooh.
So, we can agree that sometimes murder is deserved.
Yes.
We can
Yeah.
agree that a beating is deserved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about rape?
No.
Oh, Joan Burton.
That's going to haunt you.
There was somebody who
it's bad.
deserved it.
That's
Do you know,
just
in
bad.
about 5 or 6 years' time, when we're on like the View or one of these weird shows doing our interview, that's going to haunt you.
No, it's not. 'Cause
Yeah.
fuck Joan Burton, man. She tried to get a child put in jail.
Child,
Wasn't 18.
he was 16, 17 years of age.
Yeah.
Stood in front of her
You
car
just-
and claimed she was.
but like you just called a fucking 20-year-old dude a kid there, you know. So you mean you're moving goalposts constantly.
Who, why, who, what?
Earlier on the show today, you called like a lad that was about 20 years of age a
I
kid.
know, yeah, but that's
No,
relevant
no.
to me.
No. There's a line in the sand.
It's relevant to me because he is a 20-year-old to me as a kid.
Yeah.
But I mean,
a 16-year-old is a kid as well.
They are still a kid, but they're not. It's not a kid. 16-year-olds.
Neither is a 20-year-old.
You know, a 16-year-old could beat you up.
Yeah.
There's plenty of 16-year-old lads out there that could beat us up.
Easily.
So, you know, they may have them. And besides, you argued so much with me about the whole Jamie Bulger thing.
Yeah.
Kids are kids.
Kids are kids.
You know, and no, I don't believe that he should have.
Well, I
gone
think
to
there's
prison.
ages. I think there's like 12, 16, 18.
She had a water balloon thrown at her head.
What?
She had a water balloon. Joan Burton had a water balloon thrown at her head.
Yeah.
She should have sent an invoice for it.
Leo Varadkar had a milkshake thrown at him.
Okay, but
Nigel Farage got milkshake on a regular basis.
I took a massive amount of abuse online because when she had that milkshake and the water balloon thrown at her, I went and I wrote, if that was your mother, what would you do? This is an older woman. You don't attack them. It's a politician. You want to voice your opinion? Sure.
Yeah, if my ma was out there wrecking the country, I'd say it to her, though.
No, you say it to her. You're not going to assault her. No. And I don't care. Whatever, they had no right to throw that at the woman.
No, they did
zero right to
but
throw
they
it
did
at.
have a right to protest her presence.
Yes, absolutely.
And the way they did it, they blocked the road. She was sitting in the car reading the newspaper, laughing. With her, was her press secretary at the time saying these are the dregs of society. It was all recorded.
Yeah, that was the worst thing about it was all recorded. They couldn't even say that like they were genuinely afraid or whatever else because they recorded it them fucking selves.
And her voice was like nails on a chalkboard.
I'm Joan Burton.
Oh, it's just really irritating.
Yeah.
But thank God, she's where is she now?
With the rest of the Labour people, all gone, man. They're gone.
Like, is she gone?
She's in somewhere with something.
She's getting paid from the government somewhere.
Because, social welfare cheats cheat us all.
What was she again?
She was Labour. What did she get to? Was she Taoiseach?
Was she
Yeah,
Taoiseach?
she was Taoiseach at one point. Yeah. Around the time Labour fucking sunk themselves.
We're the most woke country in the world.
We are.
No,
we're getting way
yes,
too woke.
we are.
No, we are.
not.
We had a Taoiseach who was a gay immigrant.
So
We're woke as fuck.
And then he was saying that Irish was systemically racist. Ireland was had a systemic race problem.
it does. It's not.
It's not systemic as in the fact that we didn't exploit other races for
No,
slave
no,
labour.
no. Systemic.
We were exploited for slave labour.
I know
yeah.
that, but like systemic doesn't mean that. It just means that it percolates throughout society.
Yeah,
But it doesn't. In Ireland, there is racism, but on a very small level.
I've never seen anybody held back from any any of their goals or achievements. If anything, there's more of a quota to get the boys in. Like,
Oh, do you remember last week? Was it last week? Yeah, last week. I was trying to think of a word that describes them having to give jobs to people in America, having to put them into college and give them grants and funds.
Yeah.
Affirmative action.
yeah, that was an actual thing.
That was still is a thing.
Yeah.
Still is a thing.
But I think in a place like America, where you do have proper systemic racism, you have to put these safeguards in place.
But how
Well,
racist
it's
is that?
it's not even systemic over there. It's hereditary.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
No, but the problem...
What?
This wanker, you bastard.
What?
I'm going to play you back a couple of episodes ago where I said it's not systemic, it's historic, and you went, no, it's systemic. And I was like, it's not.
No,
and now you're just saying it.
No, there's
No, what do you
hereditary is
mean?
different again.
I'm saying they're two different things.
But they have all the different things in one place at the one time. Different areas of America have different
You agreed
racial
with
tensions.
Weeks later, you agreed with me weeks later, you bastard.
Anyway,
No, I
not
didn't.
not to be a man to hold on to a pointer or anything.
Okay, yeah.
Fucking archaeologist.
I'll remember.
Let the blow the dust off that one, boy.
No wonder you went to drama school.
Actually, my mother put me into Irish dancing first because I was in karate and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But then she put me into Irish dancing and I was like, yeah, this is awesome. And I tell you why.
She wanted you to look funnier when you're holding your piss.
Millions of girls. I
Oh, yeah,
was
absolutely.
killed in everything. But I had a new girlfriend every week sitting on my lap,
Nice.
rubbing my erection into them.
I wish I knew
Back
young
when you could get it up, yeah.
There was no problems back then.
But back to America and the race thing. They had to put those in because of hereditary racism. People wouldn't fucking let them in, man. But now there's a new racism that nobody's talking about. That's racism against the super achieving Asians.
Affirmative action is racist. It's just racist.
It's racist by definition.
By definition, yes. And
By
why-
default.
why?
By default.
By default. Why is it racist?
Because you're looking at
Well, see,
race.
like,
you're not
it's-
looking at
you're
people's ability.
excluding
Things are moving.
white people.
See, like, things are moving from equality being the main driver to equity
Yes.
being the main driver. Where
Whereas neither work.
I was near a pillow today.
Whereas neither work.
No, but like equity is that, like, let's say you have three people, short, medium, and tall.
You're looking for
standing over.
equality of outcome.
That's where equity comes from.
Yeah, but it doesn't work. It's not practical. It's not tangible.
It's much more on a case by case basis.
It is, yeah.
And that in itself helps mitigate against unfair advantages.
But hold on, that mitigation itself then turns into racism because if you have
No,
okay,
no,
you
no,
have
No, it is. It's still
let me explain. Let me
technical
explain.
racism.
Let me explain. You're a white guy. You're living in the United States. You have all the points to get into college. You are doing really well for yourself.
Oh yeah, extracurriculars, the whole works.
There is a black dude
Yeah.
who is as dumb as a fucking brush, but he
Ah,
applies
no.
for it. Hold on, it's been proven that he will get in before you because of affirmative action. You, who's worked your arse off for it, you're being discriminated against because you're white.
Yeah, but you've lost out in a quota system.
You're being
They're
being
more-
discriminated
they're
against
more
because
fucking-
of the color of your skin. Because if you were black, you'd have got in.
Yeah.
So you're being.
there's
It's racism.
there's more than one way to skin a cat. Like, there's many ways to get around your goal.
Is there more than one way to skin a cat?
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
but
You can
the
start
likes
at the
of
head or the tail
States,
anyway.
They're very fraternal, and sometimes what career path you want, you have to go to certain colleges to get that career path. So you'd have lads that are swinging around and they'll do an undergrad for
you
2 or 3 years to get back in again on the same course.
But like, no, you can say the same about here. Like, you mean, like, fucking, I think AIT, big up AIT.
AIT is massive.
Oh, man, big up AIT. But I think they're the only place in Ireland offering a dedicated microbiology degree program.
Very good.
Because there's a massive shortage of microbiologists.
It's
If
just not
you
the
are-
sexiest college to go to. That's why AIT loses out on choice. People want to go to Galway for the Galway buzz or Sligo for the Sligo buzz.
Well, all I can say is, right, look, straight up, one of the greatest things about AIT, if you want to go and do science, AIT is very good because, yeah, you can say it's an IT and whatever about it, but you will be hands-on using instruments in the lab from second year. Whereas in Sligo, not being bad on Sligo,
theory.
It's theory, or you'll get to see someone else push the button because they don't trust their own students until they're in like their final project or grad level studies.
So you're getting the hands-on experience way too late.
Exactly. And they're like, AIT are just better when they go into the fucking workplace because they've done everything.
Yeah. Question for you. Is there a specific degree you can get?
It's awful bad. I work with a lot of people who went to Sligo.
Is there a specific degree you can get for astrobiology, or is that just physics?
Astrobiology?
Astrobiology, you're looking at biology for a start, like, you know, it's not physics. Okay. You're looking at biology, it's astrobiology, not astrophysics.
Yeah, but a lot
Sorry, I meant astrophysics, I beg your pardon. Sorry, I meant astrophysics.
Theoretical physics would be quite good for that.
It's a lot of maths.
Oh, yeah,
it's pure mathematics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, like, you mean, like, if you like, astrophysics would be post-grad level. You would need to do your physics to get into your astrophysics. You know what I mean? You need to understand the laws.
But even
here
even down to astronomy and learning things about the universe and the galaxy, which is all falls under astrophysics.
Yeah, you know, I don't know.
There's very little courses in this country.
The funding is mainly centred in Europe. Like, I mean, if you want to do that, you're better off going to Germany or France or
the US.
It's all to do with your proximity to the nearest
the US is really expensive.
We do have an observatory, sorry, in Belfast, don't we?
Yeah.
There's one
There's an observatory out in Clonkill.
Is there?
Yeah.
How big is it?
Man, it has its own like dome roof.
Ooh.
It's a proper one.
It's like, like he'd be a good guest.
You were supposed to bring on people as well.
Man, it's a fucking lockdown. People don't want to be in. Where's your guest?
Fuck them. I don't have any. I don't have friends. Nobody likes me. My only friends are Pakistanis and Indians. I keep saying to them, they're like cats. You have stray cats. You feed them once, they just fucking keep on coming. You can never get rid of them. Actually, there's one clever way of getting rid of them. Pour petrol on the road.
Well, he disappeared, did he?
Have you got filters, by the way?
I do.
Good man.
Yeah, I have filters here.
You seriously need to stop wearing them tracksuits.
Why?
It's a distraction.
Says the straight man.
No, it really is a distraction. You look like a proper scumbag.
But I'm not. I'm actually a really nice guy.
That's the problem.
Yeah, so that's why I put on this scumbag
You walk down a dark alleyway at night time, you're not getting shit.
I don't know, man. If you know me.
What trainers? I know your trainers are not Nike.
No, they're Vans.
And they're in bits.
Yeah.
Oh, here. What was the smell of my feet?
At least they're off the wall.
Oh. This lad the other day had wet shoes and I fucking smell of them. Oh. And me being Billy Big Bollocks.
Why the fuck should you do that?
I asked him to.
Yeah, and I was not to be outdone. I'd smell them. Oh my god.
Yeah, JP and him smell that and the two of them start gagging on it.
I retched.
That's how smelly
I'd be well able to
I mean, like, I'm all for a bit of masochism and whatever, but that's a different level.
Yeah, it's sadomasochism.
But what is it about? Here's a fun trick for any of our listeners out there. Have you ever noticed that if you walk over to a person and you say to them, "Here, smell my wrist," they will smell your wrist. They will voluntarily smell your wrist.
Because they're expecting to smell a scent.
But if you do that with any other part of your body, they look at you as if you're mental. If you go over with your fingers and go, "Here, smell that."
Yeah, well, if a lad walks up and he's like, "Want to smell my fingers?" I was like, "No,
no, no, I don't."
But fuck off, Captain Birdseye.
Here's what you
with your fish fingers.
Here's what you do. I have a story. I have a story. I'll get to that in a minute. Here's what you do though: get a finger, ram it up your eye hole, have a good root around, wipe it on your wrist, and then walk over to somebody and go, "Here, smell that," and they will gladly smell it.
You've done that to somebody.
I have done it. I have definitely done that.
Horrible,
why wouldn't you?
Because you'd be normal.
You're smearing your own shit on your wrist.
Have you ever went over and went, "Here, smell that"?
No, I actually haven't.
So years ago, when I was...
Here, smell that.
So when I was a kid, I was probably only like 11, 12 years of age.
That's come full circle with Officer Doofy, by the way.
And I was
Smell
smoking...
Smell my fingers.
Gale swallows.
I said, "Don't disturb me when I'm cleaning my room." But sorry, had to get that out.
My mother was, she was a smoker, but she didn't want her kids smoking because we were asthmatic.
That worked out real well.
Oh, real well. But she used to smell our hands when we come in at night time. She'd say, "Let me smell your fingers to see is there cigarette smoke off them."
Yeah.
One of the nights, I was in the laneway with a girl going, "Ugh," and I went home and I go, "Oh shit, she's going to want to smell my hands." And there was this look of acknowledgement between the two of us. As if nothing was said. It's like, come over here, let me smell your fingers. I'm like, oh no. And she, okay, go away from me.
She didn't look at you the same again after that.
No.
Tell that young one to get Caniston Duo.
An old yeast infection. What's it, me, myself and Irene?
Oh, Vagiclean.
Vagiclean aisle 1.
We gotta go on with fawn fallopian fungus.
Fawn fallopian fungus. Have you seen Me, Myself and Irene?
I have, but not in a while.
Oh, it's such a funny movie.
What a film.
Na, 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 we're gonna get you. It's such an awesome. My brother actually he bought the album, the soundtrack off that. There's some really decent songs on it. But you know that Jim Carrey ad-libbed the majority of that movie. One of the scenes is where his 3 sons, the black kids.
Yes.
He's walking out of the house and he goes, "Where's my kisses?" None of them are expecting that.
We love you, Daddy.
Yes. None of them, but they all played the part very well.
But one thing I will say, and there is differences and stuff, man. I love black comedy.
I love black comedy, but black people are hilarious. Transformers.
But you know what makes it so fun? Is the self-deprecation. It's
yeah.
You see a lot of upcoming Latin American artists now as well. Hugo Esparza, or Felipe Esparza is his name, man. So fucking funny, man.
I don't know.
I'd get smuggled into the country and I had long hair and I was fat and they said put on lipstick. They said you're a girl and hand me a passport of this girl and I was like, now I'm a girl. You kicked out of America like 7 times, crossed the border 7 times, man.
But Jesus,
black
did you hear
people-
about your man that fucking walked from Afghanistan to London?
No.
What? Twice.
Why?
Because he was a refugee and that's how he got there.
I had a friend
and
who
then he
done that.
got deported and then he walked. He was like, "Fuck this," and going back, and he walked the whole way again.
And they were like, fuck it, he's not
I
gonna.
genuinely have a friend who done that.
What?
Who walked from, oh God, where was he from? Iraq
All right.
to Ireland.
How'd he get out? He ran. Or Iran.
Iran. But yeah, he walked all the way over.
Jesus.
Yeah, nice dude. Decent dude. Me, Myself and Irene, I was going to say something really funny about that movie. What's your favourite line in the whole movie?
See this? The fist, when I throw around, it causes a lot of damage.
see-
He's like the gimpiest fist ever.
Mine is where he starts slagging the albino.
Oh, Whitey.
With the pink eyes, he makes him cry.
He comes back at the end of that bow and arrow, though.
He kills the dude, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. They don't make movies like that anymore.
No, because it's too funny. You have to provoke, you have to put the subject down for ragging on. It's subjective comedy, like.
Well, I was watching Vsauce the other night, Michael Stevens, the guy who does Vsauce, the science channel, and he was talking about there's actually a name put on. So, the way we go, these kids these days and their computers and their blah, 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 blah. There's a name for that. And you should watch the entire video because he explains how what kids are going through is perfectly normal for them and we're the ones over-exaggerating.
Yes. But every generation does it.
But every generation does it, and they show that really well in A Million Ways to Die in the West, where there's a kid walking down the road with a hoop and a stick, and Seth MacFarlane goes, that's going to be the death of these kids. That's all they do is play with their hoop and their stick these days. It's the same with mobile phones. But Vsauce said this is perfectly normal. Leave them alone. Stop giving them grief over it. But isn't that super dangerous what they're doing now?
Making them so soft and delicate.
No. As in, the technology has allowed these kids to put themselves in a very dangerous position, aka a science experiment that goes wrong, or meeting up with somebody online and getting raped or being.
Well, the worst we had was AOL chat rooms and stuff.
Exactly. Now there's
what was that one?
danger.
Penguin Club.
Yeah, Club Penguin.
Penguin Club.
Disney Club Penguin.
Oh no.
Oh, you could get banned for swear words. Like you'd be booted for a swear word.
Chat room.
Ugh.
Yeah.
What were you doing there?
Nothing. I heard about it in college.
It was no.
it
It's
was
a thing
beyond
of
my
internet
time.
legend.
Yeah.
I had no idea what you said.
One of my favourite things, there's these little things, it's a page on Facebook you follow, it's all these Reddit threads read out. But with the computer, digital voice.
Oh, it's fucking
reading
horrific. I hate it. I hate it so
I
much,
love
man.
it. It's
I
great
would
when you're
burn
at
that
work.
thing to the ground if I had a chance. I hate it.
I've sat and listened to about 3 hours of it today because there was no new Joe Rogan. I listened to my Legion of Skanks, checked out Irish Fear, nothing new up. So I was like, Tim Dillon was just screaming about Rush Limbaugh dying.
I heard, yeah.
And
that was with, what's his name? Tim was on with
Joe Rogan and Alex Jones.
Alex fucking Jones, but he wasn't friendly with him. Joe Rogan wasn't friendly with Alex this time
because
Joe
he
Rogan
had
was
to
sober.
call because
Joe was sober.
Joe sober and Alex Jones talks a lot of shit about a lot of people.
I believe that Alex Jones got exactly what he deserved.
Yeah, no, he did.
for what he done. Because he.
But the
literally-
problem with Sandy Hook was, I agree, there was fake mass shootings.
You agree that Sandy Hook was a fake?
No, I'm
Okay.
saying that he jumped on the wrong shooting.
Wait, which one do you think is fake?
Yeah, please do indulge me.
No, there was a series of them, the ones that you don't hear about. That one in Florida where that kid showed up. Remember the guy that was interviewed on everything, and the story kept changing, and he was
No.
Parkland.
Parkland shooting, yeah, of
That,
course, yeah.
that happened.
That did happen.
Didn't happen here. We don't know about it. Another thing where I'd call bullshit was the Boston Marathon bombing.
What?
The guy who was missing his legs,
The
in the
amputee.
picture, he was already an amputee. He had an IMDb. He was in.
Yeah, I have to agree with him on that. You do know that, don't you?
That was a crisis actor.
You remember the guy they brought out and there was like stringy bits hanging out of his legs?
No.
It's the only domestic terrorist act in America that didn't get a documentary.
Oh, yeah. But this guy, he was already an amputee.
Right, but a bomb went off in Boston.
Yes, but it wasn't as explosive as we
It was
were
a
led to
pressure
believe.
cooker. It was
Yes.
a pressure cooker. They used a pressure cooker was the main vessel of the explosive, and people have proved no matter what you put in it, you wouldn't have gotten the shrapnel damage from that pressure cooker. It was over. It was really rushed over. It wasn't like the 7/7 in London where there was so many eyewitness accounts. There were so many videos of all the cause and effects afterwards.
Lads, you're losing me here.
We're going down a rabbit hole
You're
of
losing
offhand
me.
conspiracy theories. I'm just saying
you're losing me.
Yeah. I'm losing myself. I just brought it up. We just got onto it from Alex Jones.
But how do you explain the fact that this...
I'm just saying it's none of my business, man.
No, but this
I'm not
amputee...
arsed.
But if you
I
might-
haven't seen it. I cannot.
But they
I
got
can't-
caught out with the
I
amputee
cannot
because a
give-
doctor, because it was the image everybody used.
I can't see. I have no visibility on this. I cannot.
Anyway,
comment.
let me talk about it. The only image they used for all the fronts, all the papers, was the guy being carried, missing his legs, because it was a marathon and this guy had lost his legs. And a doctor actually wrote in an editorial saying that guy would have died within 30 seconds because you
Of
can
the-
clearly see the femur bones and the two femoral arteries, and they're carrying him, and there's no blood coming out of his femoral arteries.
And he's no tourniquet on.
There's
or
no
anything.
sign. All he's got is ripped shorts.
Yeah.
And they're making out that they've just picked this guy up and they're running him to an ambulance. Then there's another picture of him on the gurney, and his stumps are sticking up, and the paramedics are intubating him and putting nobody's touching the legs.
Right.
So that's why they got caught out. And that was the biggest red flag.
Yeah,
for me.
but plus then it came out years later that he was an Iraq veteran.
An Iraqi war veteran. He was already an amputee before.
He got
that
his
day.
legs blown off over there.
There's mass pictures of all his social media from the time he lost his legs, and it all got buried. But I'm just saying, these things happen. If you can imagine it, it can happen.
This is true. It can happen.
Right. Okay. But I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. So let's say you lose your legs in the war, right? And you come back, and it's been years since, and the whole thing is scarred over and healed up. Would the blood flow to the stumps reduce?
Nope.
No, but either way, what they had shown was that basically the bits of his legs that were... So he was amputee from here in the war. But what you actually see in the photographs is this part here is like stringy bits hanging. So this bit was gone years ago. So that
Okay.
was clearly some sort of prosthetic effect. Had to be.
All right. Okay.
But
that says nothing about the paramedics treating him either. Like, he could have just been in on the cash cow.
You never know. I'm just saying that was the red flag for me on that, and we'll do a researched conspiracy episode on it.
Talking about Parkland.
Oh, are we actually going to prepare content?
Yes.
Oh,
This is all,
wow.
once we finish preparing the studio, we'll prepare some content.
Then we can actually put effort into this.
As soon as we will have a guest next week.
No, you
Parkland.
won't.
We will. David Parkland. Tell me, what famous there's Parkland Hospital and there's Parkland School. So the school was where that school shooting happened.
Yeah.
What was that hospital famous for?
Presidential shooting, was it? Yeah.
JFK. That's where JFK was brought.
Yeah.
Did you see the movie with...
They brought him there, then they brought him somewhere else.
They did. Then they brought him onto the plane.
Yeah.
And that's where the plastic surgery happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all bullshit. But
What?
Oh no, there's so many conspiracies around JFK that his body was switched. You remember the police officer who was shot by Lee Harvey Oswald?
No, I don't know the story.
So there was two shootings on the day. There was JFK and there was a police officer who was shot just down from the cinema where he was caught.
Oh, he went to apprehend.
No. He was just randomly shot by Lee Harvey Oswald. He was found dead in the middle of the road. But if you compare JFK and this guy, they look very, very similar.
Oh.
They're very alike. And what they said was they took his body, brought that onto the plane, switched him over, and then like destroyed his face so nobody could actually tell that was him.
Oh.
Why would they switch bodies?
I don't know.
Where did JFK
Because if they're
go?
both if they're both dead, why would you be switching a body?
Poor old Jackie Kennedy.
Oh, that famous photograph of her standing in the plane.
No, yeah, where they're swearing in the
Yeah,
new guy, and
that
she's
was on the
standing there
plane,
covered in his brain.
Yeah, poor fucker. Did you see the movie of? It's called Parkland. It was that young actor. He's in Bad Neighbor.
No, I haven't seen it.
What's that young fella's name? He's hilarious.
But do you not think that the three people that represented the students, the way they were plastered on social media, that Emma Gonzalez one, and there was another...
That kid, that bloke.
A David something.
Oh, yes, you're right. Keep going. I'll think of his name.
Schrader or Fravor or something. It was a weird...
Yes, he was only a kid, and he like...
but he wasn't present at the shooting. He cycled to the school, and then he gave two different stories.
But he's made so much money out of that.
Yeah, but then he was at another shooting. There was another shooting and he rocked up to it.
But didn't he was the one who went up on stage to the NRA and started giving his opinion as a child about guns. Now,
but every time there was a push on altering the Second Amendment,
they bring out the kids.
Shooting. There was a school shooting.
Yeah, but they trot out the kids because you can't argue with a kid.
And then there was the Las Vegas shooting.
Yes.
That's plastered in conspiracy theories.
The tattoo on the neck.
But the two big giant bags of guns. And the fact that there was two shooters. You see,
we don't know that.
There was muzzle flashes from two different windows at the same time, and
Could have been a reflection.
They ruled out reflection.
Could have been.
No, because the muzzle flash occurred outside the glass. It didn't reflect off the glass. It was a source of light. It wasn't a reflection of light.
Yeah, what an awful scene that was, though.
Yeah.
You know, because the fact of the matter is, when we talk about conspiracies, even down to JFK, we talk about it so lightheartedly. These people were murdered.
Yeah.
You know, whoever was responsible, it does not matter who the fuck was responsible. These people died in a hail of bullets, which is an awful thing to happen to them. And that gets overlooked.
Yeah, but imagine being in a crowd that's being shot at. That's got to be one of the worst feelings ever.
Not really, because I'm grabbing the first cunt that's in front of me and using them as a meat shield. Too right now.
Yeah, but it depends on what they're packing. If they have armor piercing 308,
dude, I'm looking for a fat dude and I'm going behind him.
6 or 7 fat dudes. Like.
You're better off with a muscly dude. It's more dense.
Save me, muscle man.
Isn't there a certain position that you're supposed to adopt?
Yeah, it's the crouch and tuck your arse in over your
something. Yeah, no, there is something like that where you're less of a target for the shooter.
Oh, you're prone.
Huh?
Lying flat on the ground.
I don't know what it is. Actually, if a grenade goes off, here's a really good question for you. Let's say there's a swimming pool there.
Yeah.
And let's say there's no swimming pool here.
Yeah.
I throw a grenade in the swimming pool and I throw a grenade there. Where's the safest place to be?
In the
water
pool.
or
out in the air?
Why?
Because the shockwave travels through the water.
Where water is incompressible.
Yeah.
So your lungs would immediately explode under the water.
The shockwave.
Really?
Yes.
You feel that full shockwave is transferred molecule to molecule through the water.
Okay.
Whereas the air, it can disperse. It can become its light energy and become its sound energy.
Right, there's space for it to expand.
Yeah.
Plus, if you want to survive the grenade, that's just you could literally survive a grenade that's in that corner there, 5 feet away.
Like flat to the fucking ground.
Flat to the floor with your
it.
feet towards it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then all the shrapnel, because you know how a grenade is designed with that waffle pattern that's around it. That's literally bullets. That's shrapnel. That's
and it's filled with ball bearings and stuff as well.
Is it?
If different ones have different things in them.
Like if you see a grenade, and it has the shape like that, you'll have the core in it that's explosive, and then you can have packing material around it to add shrapnel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But apparently the safest position is to lie flat on the ground. Now, not that I'd love to
and people diving on them does work.
Well, of course, they take the blow.
Yeah.
Also, what is the depth you need to be under to be safe from... what's a regular handgun?
It's only a couple of
9
inches.
millimeter.
It's only a couple of inches.
No. So if you shoot a 9 millimeter through the water, you've more chance of dying than you do of what's the massive caliber?
50 cal.
50 cal. If you shoot a 50 cal under the water, like 3 foot away from it, you're perfectly safe because the bullet hits the water so fast and it's so big.
All the energy dissipates.
It just dissipates and the bullet gets destroyed. It turns into little tiny pieces. Where a 9 millimeter zips through the water and will kill you. So you have more of a chance.
I found out about Mars this week. The reason Mars has so many craters on it, its atmosphere is only 1% as thick as Earth's.
Yes.
So nothing burns up in the atmosphere when it's coming in, or
That's
doesn't
why
burn
they
up
can
as
send
well.
in the drones, like.
Yeah. But no. How are they going to fly drones, considering that their atmosphere is only 1% of the Earth? Think about it.
Size of the propeller blades.
Yeah, it's all about
something about that.
No, but like gravity's less as well, so you don't need as much lift.
Yeah, you don't need as much lift, but you still need wind to.
Unless you bring your own and you have little fucking canisters of...
They've actually, what they've done is they made it as light as possible. You could never fly this on Earth. This drone will not fly
It's not made
here.
for its gravity, yeah.
No, it's not made for here. So they had this big tunnel that they were testing it in.
Right.
And they were able to simulate the gravity by putting a bungee cord on it. And there's 2 blades on it, but the blades are literally only this width. But they're curved like this. So it literally scoops the wind, and then the blades that are directly under that, it passes the wind back down to these guys, and it gives a perfect lift. Yeah, so it's ingenious invention.
It's like the Sikorsky helicopter.
Creation. The which?
Ever see the Russian helicopters with the 2 sets of blades?
Yeah.
No.
Sikorsky.
Never heard of it.
It's a Russian helicopter brand. But they've always operated on the twin rotor principle.
First time I ever heard the
The
name.
Chinooks, is that what you're thinking of?
No, Chinooks is 2 separate propeller
Oh,
blades.
these are the 2 stacked ones.
Stacked.
Oh, yeah.
What's it called in a helicopter engine? Wankel.
Wankel rotary.
Wankel rotary.
They used to have Wankel rotary. Now they have gas turbine.
Like what? Who came up with that name? It must have
The
been
guy, his name was Wankel.
It must have been Wankel.
Yeah.
What a terrible name.
German dude. He made engines for NSU.
Yeah.
An old German brand of car, and then the Mazda dude perfected it. He put in Apex seals.
The Mazda 323?
No,
the Mazda
RX
6 or 7.
RX3.
Was that the first one?
It was the one with the backward doors, the suicide doors.
That's the RX-8.
RX-8.
That was the last car to have it fitted from the factory.
And don't you need to replace the engine in that?
No, you need to replace the seals.
The Apex seals. They're little tiny, they made them from graphite. Because the original ones had steel ones and they'd wear. So they made graphite tip seals and it just perfectly worked.
Yeah.
Works perfect.
Like you have to rebuild them every like 120,000 miles or something?
120,000 kilometers. Just have to come apart and take the seals
yeah.
out. But it all depends, like if you're drifting it and diffing it. And
what way you're putting on it, like.
I've never been as excited about a word until I heard the word arse being used by an American.
Okay.
Because we steal lots of their words. Like we've becoming very Americanized.
How the fuck did that happen, bro?
Dude. But I saw, what's his name? Fucking Mythbusters. Adam Savage uses the word arse now, and he spoke about why he said it, because he was over in Ireland and England and he heard it and he just thought it was funny. But now it's starting to spread through the America. So now Americans are starting to say arse instead of ass.
Nice.
Which is awesome.
Deadly.
It's about time that they learned something from
They got
us.
off their arse and learned something.
Yeah, like fucking aluminium.
Aluminum.
Yeah, and nuclear.
Nuclear.
Yeah.
I can't even say it.
Or not your territory. Oil and freedom and whatnot.
And poppy seeds. There was a bit. I remember when that shit was going on with the Iraq war, and there was black trucks
Still going on.
literally emptying the poppy fields. And there's guys on the side of the road with video cameras just videoing them, and they didn't give a shit who was.
Do you know that before the invasion, they grew 2% of the world's heroin poppies?
Yeah.
2%.
2%.
During and after the war,
90%.
varied from 47 to 98%.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
All under American occupation.
And who was it that died?
And it all got out. It all got out across into Pakistan on the donkeys' backs.
Yeah, but you know that Putin came out and said in
absolutely.
2008 about it.
What?
Because soon as the Yanks cropped up there and started growing the poppy fields, Russia had a fucking heroin epidemic.
Oh, really? That's where it all went.
They were selling it to Russia.
It was going to Russia.
They were just putting it in there, like, you know.
They were selling it in Russia.
The same as the crack epidemic in America, like, you know, that was all just fucking black book stuff.
CIA.
Yeah.
They're responsible for
Apparently,
NWA
yeah.
and crack.
Yeah. You know, they actually have festivals in Pakistan and India to do with poppy.
Yeah.
And it's called bong.
Yeah, but like that's the old way of drinking the milk of the poppy.
Yeah,
and-
well, you get off your
Oh, you do?
tits.
Yeah. It's opioid, like.
Technically heroin, yeah?
It is, yeah. It's raw heroin.
But is raw heroin
Opium
stronger than
No,
processed heroin?
no, it's different, right? Okay. Time to get science.
Here you go.
Oh, you have his interest now.
So, like, in your raw opium, because it's opium and it's not heroin, heroin will be processed from opium, and heroin is a single isolated molecule from it, right?
One question.
But whereas, shut up.
Well, one question.
I went to drama school too. But basically, in opium itself, you have 4 predominantly active compounds, and they work in unison together. In the same way in cannabis, you'll have your THC and your CBD. So you'll have that, but you have 4 different things instead. And heroin is just like one of them being plucked out and purified. and it's very, very short-lived. It's very, very strong acting. Whereas, like, in opium, you'll have, like, your codeine, for instance. That's another opioid. It's not as quick to act, and it's not as strong. You know what I mean?
Well, here's a question for you. Why do plants have particular
compounds in
derivatives of compounds, drugs in them?
It's a defense mechanism.
Is it?
Yeah.
So it's like the thorn on the rose bush.
You have to remember, we're all from the same planet.
Yeah.
People are awfully surprised that we're compatible and interactive with our entire environment.
But we're not.
No, we are. Like, spuds grow out of the ground, we can eat them and sustain
yeah,
ourselves.
but I know. But like, I mean,
Entire
if you went trying to fucking bathe yourself in the juice from a giant hogweed, you'd know all about it. Like,
you would, but it all interacts with us.
Oh yeah.
Not everything's going to be beneficial, and not everything's going to be bad for us. But the fact of the matter is that there's a plant that grows naturally, and you can use it in its unrendered natural form, and benefit from it in many different ways, in all different types of plants. It's crazy.
How'd aspirin from the willow bark, like?
Yeah. The fucking aloe vera.
Yeah.
Just aloe vera on its own. The drugs that are in cannabis, the active compounds that are in cannabis. And then there's the other non-psychoactive compounds that work within your body.
Yeah.
Like CBD helps knit bones back together faster. It helps, what's the other thing? Sorry, nootropics.
Oh, they're a different kettle of fish altogether.
But it's still from fungi.
And yeah, but they're still kind of messing around in them. It's not all.
It's a new medical field.
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
There's
What was your question, by the way? What was your question, by the way?
The milk that comes out of plants and the raw opium.
Oh, the latex milk. Yeah.
That's a polymer.
It is, yeah.
And contained in the polymer is the shorter strings.
Describe
Polymer.
Like
it's a long string of
same thing. Like the way starch is a polymer of sugar. A starch molecule, like you'd find in spuds and all that, is a highly complex sugar created out of long strings of sugar. Whereas like sugar you find on the table is very short strings of sugar, so it takes less energy to get the energy out of it.
Okay.
But you burn through it quicker.
Or like oil and petrol.
Yeah.
Like oil's really long polymer chains, and that's what makes like.
Well, it's a mix of them as well.
That's what make like when you see like really gooey bath gel.
Yeah.
It's a really long polymer.
Yeah.
chain. Like you can pour it out, and when you stop, it'll keep pulling itself because it sticks together.
What's that oblique material? Is it oblique? It's not oblique, is it?
Opaque?
No, the stuff that goes solid when you hit it.
Oh, non-Newtonian
fluid, yeah.
Newtonian fluid.
Non-Newtonian.
Non-Newtonian.
It doesn't behave in a Newtonian
But there is
way.
it's oblique or something. I would say text in.
There's a word. I know.
I do.
Those guys in Australia.
Have we got any comments yet tonight?
I have no idea.
We'll know when we have our telly.
We'll know when we go off air. We actually should say hello to our listeners. Teresa, if you are listening, I guarantee you JJ is listening. I guarantee you Meg is listening.
Maybe Ed.
Oh, Frank there.
Ed might be listening.
Frank and Ken will be listening.
Yes, Frank will be listening. I saw the mirror last night.
Which is the
all
big
finished.
one?
No, not the big one. The Supernatural Dogshit mirror.
Yeah, in the class.
Did you see it finished?
Yeah.
Did you see it lighting up in the dark?
Yes, I did.
So
what the fuck are you doing getting Supernatural Dogshit mirror?
It was done by the time we...
Newtown Coffee. Thank you.
For
our branded Supernatural Dogshit coffee bags.
Yeah, so we're going to be giving away very soon.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a website to build for them as well. Actually, 2 websites to do this week. I'm a busy man. Busy doing nothing.
Websites ain't nothing, though.
Oh, so easy. There's a trick to websites. If you think a web developer sits there and designs every aspect of that site.
On the Reddit thing I was listening to, it's like most what the fuck facts that people would know about your business. This guy's like, we're a web development company. It's like we charge 100 to 150 grand for websites for these massive companies. Outsource 80% of it to India, and when it comes back, we spend months on end fixing all the bugs, and it's still cheaper than us doing it.
There's. Have you ever heard of WordPress?
Yes.
Yeah.
So WordPress is just a framework of a website.
Yeah.
So you install that on your server, and it's literally drag and drop and just click. You don't have to do very much programming at all in it. And then you just get a template. You buy a template, 50, 60 quid, and it's a super sexy template, and you just click apply, job done.
Yeah.
There's your website.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But
brilliant.
you can charge people like thousands of euros.
Wasn't
just
there
for-
grants there for that? They were like giving away big money to
Yes.
get it done.
Yeah. But I remember when I first got into web development, I was number 3 of the top web developers in Ireland.
All right.
I was earning so much money. Oh. Like ridiculous
That's
money.
back when computers were these fabled things that people knew nothing about.
Oh yeah, but see, I learned the hard way. I learned how to program. Rather than using, because there was no WordPress back then.
You were back on HTML typing.
Exactly, HTML. And that was even before PHP, which is the more advanced version that does all the calculations and the server side stuff.
Before you start pressing F12 and fucking stuff up, like.
Control Z. The best thing in the world.
Undo.
Yeah, undo.
The Matthew McConaughey of computing.
Right. How is
George?
George.
I haven't been chatting to him in a little while.
I think George tried to ring me a couple of weeks ago and I never answered him while I was in work. I'm not sure.
Probably trying to give out to you.
Hi, George. I did call him the
Aldi version of Matthew McConaughey.
Yes.
No, because when he pulls up in a car, he's like leaning out with his hand open against the door, and he's like, and this is like exactly like Dazed and Confused.
And the hair, he has the hair now.
Okay.
Long hair. Doesn't he have really stupidly long hair?
He always is a bit of a hippie.
I hope he goes bald because he doesn't want to go bald.
He doesn't have the genes for it. He'll do that slight recessed V, and he'll be like that till he's 70.
You know, genuinely, the amount of times I was supposed to get a hair transplant, like a proper transplant.
Just buy another hair wig so I can wear it.
Oh, did you hear? Now, I don't know how true this is because I haven't done the research into it. But somebody said to me, they said, did you hear there's now a cure for baldness? And I went, fuck off. I said, they've been looking for that for years.
Yeah.
And they got the thing and, and they showed me. And I just read a quick thing that was a Google snapshot, you know, of the first thing that came up. And they were saying, yeah, that's been released in 2021. I was like, hold on a second. But then I haven't researched it, so I don't know.
I just pictured you and me with the Homer Simpson demoxinal thing running down the town hand in hand.
Or what was that snake's hair that he took?
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
I think it's nearly time to go, isn't it?
It's time to go.
No, it's only quarter to.
No. We're not doing full-length podcasts when the place is like this. It's Anton Ash's first night. We're going to go easy on him.
Poor Danielle is sitting there all on her own.
And Danielle's in there all on her own. We got to get some stuff done and get out of here. Guys,
you're not worth it.
Love getting at least one in a week with you. Just can't wait. Let's finish for everybody because you can see how nice and cool it's going to be.
Can I just say that there's a podcast in Dublin. I don't know whether you heard the lads. There's 3 Dublin guys literally sitting around a kitchen table with a mobile phone recording themselves.
Now, do you see how simple they made everything?
Audio is shit, but they were #1 trending from their first episode in podcasts in Ireland. #1. How the fuck are we not #1?
Because you're
putting too much effort into the fucking glitz and glam and not into the content.
I will eventually do that.
No, you won't.
Eventually.
We will.
No,
we will.
Yes, we will.
Naysayer.
Yeah, he's very naysaying.
I don't know why. I don't know why. I've just kind of like.
Maybe because it's 3 studios later.
That's not my fault.
It's not the surroundings. I think it's just like, you know, we need to bring back structure and content.
Yes, I totally agree. Look, when the shows were on at the start, it was very structured.
Guest every week.
Yep.
Not gonna lie. Do you remember when we used to do this?
Weird headlines from around the world.
And we used to have this segment.
You don't even know what that is.
That's the shit heap.
Oh yeah, but you need to do it. If you're gonna do it right. You turn that off, turn that up, and go. Do. Shouldn't be a story, not even a peep. That's why it's going on. Richie's shit heap.
So this week on the shit heap,
please.
White Citroen C5 drivers, and I'm going to put on that male OnlyFans guy and Claire Byrne live.
Okay, fair enough.
Why is he going on the shit heap?
Because of the subject. It's just the subject matter. It's not his fault. It's Claire Byrne's fault for
fair enough
blowing him up and giving him loads of props and stuff for being a manslaughter.
Yeah. Whatever happened to Fukum Young?
Fukum Young?
Yeah.
He got the COVID.
Do you remember Fukum Young?
No.
No, we had an Asian reporter come on every week to give us an update on COVID.
Oh, I remember that actually. I do remember that, yeah.
We still got the COVID.
That was back in the fucking first.
Yes,
it's not even a series. It was just a studio.
I think he's dead now. He must be dead. I'm trying to think, is there anything nice there that we can play for our listeners? No, not really.
We can have you sing Right On again.
Right On. No, actually, I do love this. Oh, no, not that. Which one is it?
You may think this podcast is about ghosts, or maybe even about aliens. No. But you'd be wrong. So wrong. When 4 guys take shit talk to the next level, sensibilities will be offended, snowflakes will melt, and intellectual hymens may be broken. No more talking bullshit. Let's talk supernatural dog shit.
Yeah, Wednesdays at 9, blah, 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 blah.
I think we should get back onto Mel and have that exact same thing, but for the Podfather.
Do you know, genuinely listening to that, I was going, should we stick with Supernatural Dogshit?
put so
the
much
Podfather presents.
But like, I mean, like, you have that fucking brand new mirror coming. You have the fucking big fancy light. I mean,
We
you
just can't get the interviews.
You can't get the interview. It's killing interviews.
Killing it. And advertising. We're not allowed to advertise on Facebook.
Because there's shit in the name.
Yep.
And SH1T is not acceptable.
No, they did send us back an email saying, no, you can't do that. So I'd love to keep the name.
Yeah. I can't wait for Tuesday.
Why?
Because we'll have a bit more done and we'll have a bit more of a structured show for
Well,
Pierce.
that wall should be wallpapered by Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Should be, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
What date is today? Wallpaper could be here tomorrow. And we have the weekend to do it.
Oh, come here, actually. If I can do either of those alcoves get into the camera shot?
Yes, both of them.
Oh, okay,
That's where Samurai Jesus is going.
Yeah.
Samurai Jesus. We need to come up with a song for Samurai Jesus.
Better than your Jesus.
What would Samurai Jesus do?
Oh, there's a song for that, isn't there? In what would Brian Bonton?
What would Ryan Boy Tunnel do?
What's
he
his
was
name?
here right. Ryan Boy Tunnel or something.
I can't
What would
pronounce
Ryan
it.
Boy Tunnel do?
Bryce
He was
Tunnel?
here right now. I'm sure he'd kick an ass or two. That's what Samurai Jesus
would
do.
Samurai Jesus. Who came up with that? Was that you?
South Park.
Samurai Jesus?
No, you came up with Samurai Jesus. You wanted the ripped,
No,
overly ripped Samurai Jesus.
But did somebody not say Samurai
He
Jesus?
said Samurai Jesus, and you pictured him all super ripped.
But there is Samurai Jesus. Like, he's Jesus up there on the cross, and he's fucking ripped.
Yeah, but now we're having our own one.
Yeah, like he's going to have a samurai blade and everything.
Has to.
Yeah.
He's kind of going to be something between Arnold Schwarzenegger, Claude Van Damme, and...
Anime.
No, and Samurai Jack.
Is he going to have a Japanesey face, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
Like
no,
that kind of anime, strong.
Yeah. Maybe a bit of fucking Super Saiyan light around him or something.
A bit of what?
Super Saiyan fire around him.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be the light of the Holy Spirit now, and don't you be saying nothing.
But here's the thing. We'll have Samurai Jesus there. What do we have over there?
Samurai Satan?
No.
Ninja Satan?
Nah. Tom Cruise.
Burlesque Joan Burton?
No.
Well,
Tom Cruise in the fucking Last Samurai.
Tom Cruise could stand up in that alcove. Yeah, what I was thinking about doing, because this was your suggestion, was to get 3 portraits done.
Yes.
So what I wanted to get done was, what was that Playboy dude name? Wow, he wore the
Hugh
robe.
Hefner.
Hugh Hefner. So like, I wanted the Hugh Hefner look with the big fireplace behind me and the cigar and the dressing robe that's red.
Yeah, the old smoking jacket.
I would love that big portrait, but you
Get
said
that one, I want one of me like squatting on the back of a ladder in full Adidas with a bottle of vodka and a black eye and a cigarette hanging out. And we have Pierce in the lab like titrating stuff, shaking conical flasks.
Yeah, but see, then there's
Better than me fucking face down in a field eating mushrooms like.
We'll have 2 for you. You can be Bruce Banner like.
For those who don't know, Bruce Banner
you
is
do
the
know
Hulk.
me.
The whole game. There's 2 for you.
This cunt has been in his lab working on gamma rays for years.
Yeah. He's just going to wind up like that lizard guy in Spider-Man. Like, I want my arm
Yes.
back, but I don't want to be a crocodile man.
Gamma rays, are they the most
Dangerous.
powerful
Yeah, they're bad.
force in the universe? Are they the most powerful force?
No.
I know gravity would be more powerful.
No,
like.
Quasar would be the most powerful force.
No.
The fucking things that shoot out of black holes.
Yeah, but that's maybe, I don't know. We need a physicist.
Neutron star collision, sorry, that's the most powerful force in the universe.
Yes, well, we need a physicist because we're just.
I'm pretty sure neutron star collision is the most powerful force in the
I
universe.
fact checked you last week. I went, Richie, I don't think that's true. And you went, it is. And then I fact checked it afterwards and it wasn't fucking true.
What was it?
Can't remember.
Good.
I can't remember. I will call you out one of these days on air.
I am the world champion of being a bastard, though.
Yeah, and telling fibs and lies.
Hey, look, fuck.
Yeah. Right, it's time to go. So,
Bye.
We'd like to thank everybody for listening and watching. So, lads, you get ready to press the end button that says end on it. We will see you. They said something like that.
Nah, we're going to another break. We'll see you in a while.
We will see you all next Tuesday.
Good luck.